so where did we leave off last time? Well, we were building the gigantic sorter here. So I built a giant sorter. Now, I discovered last time, in just my absolute amazement, I didn't think it was going to work, but it does. And there it is, running right now. See my purified water going through. What it does is actually take stuff out of the workbench, then runs it up and over. And when it does run it up and over, we got to take the elevator here, we're going to see it sorting. Now, this is one of the coolest things I discovered using the new distractions. Using the new Contraptions DLC. Now watch this. It'll come up here. It'll go into this. And it automatically then sorts it and puts it here with my other purified waters. I have 678 purified waters. So they are coming through and sorted. I also noticed that the first thing it pulls out is purified waters, which I don't know why it would prioritize purified waters over other elements. Why would it not go in alphabetical order, right? Why would it go straight to 8 and pull those out? It seems very odd to me. I don't know why. Maybe someone else thought of the same thing. But if you look in here, look at all the stuff in here. There's a ton of stuff in here. You could have picked from... Well, let me get those artillery grenades out of there. We also learned that artillery smoke grenades are like the worst thing to run through your sorter, by the way. So we're going to pull those out. But as you can see, it is working fantastically where it's going through and sorting it. Now, we built a pretty good size one. And any other person in any other game would say, you know what, Kismet, that is a pretty awesome sorter. That's pretty amazing. It's gigantic. Look at that. You can make ammo. You can make a whole bunch of stuff with it. And you could sort a whole bunch of stuff. But it's not a mega sorter. It's not the gigantic ultimate sorter that we really want, right? We really want the big mega sorter. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and make a mega sorter tonight. Now, I could build it here at Sanctuary, which is where I'm at currently. All right, you can see that I built a mega thing here. I even made a door here for no reason other than the fact that we can just open and close it. And it's a cool rolling door. I love this rolling door. It's pretty awesome. We tried a lot of the stuff out with the new DLC. We've got some hanging lights there. We've also got a thing here where we can put a ball up there and it will roll down there, which is just absolutely useless. We tried out the stocks. I put Marcy in the stocks here, which is always fun. Of course, we have the wonderful Sister Wolf there. And then, of course, I got my buddies here hanging out. And this thing even launches stuff. You put stuff in there and it goes boom and launches it out and smacks somebody in the face with it. Probably be good to put a bowling ball in there. And then when the bad guys come up and they trigger it, comes out and they smacks them in the face. There we go. Now, this is all well and good, and it is pretty awesome. But I think that we need to go one more. I think instead of just building a super builder or a super sorter, we need to build a mega sorter. So that is our goal tonight. Oh, a bunch of people retweeting me. Thank you so much, everybody, for the retweet. I appreciate everybody that goes to my Twitter channel and retweets each night. It does help the stream big time. All right, so I'm going to turn this off before it gets too out of control. And you can see a whole bunch of stuff coming down the line here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this completely out. We're going to take this completely out, and our mission tonight is to get Spectacle Island. Then once we get Spectacle Island, to set up a little bit of a defense there. Then we're going to go around to every single settlement and collect all of the resources and take them all to Spectacle Island and see if we can build a mega sorter. All right? So that is our goal today. So I'm actually going to scrap this stuff. I'm going to scrap it like this. Anything left over, I can just go ahead and manually pick up. And I'm going to take everything here from Sanctuary, everything from all of my settlements, and bring them over there. And I'm going to scrap everything. Now, the reason why I'm scrapping stuff and not just storing it is because if I don't scrap it, it won't take the raw resources, right? The raw resources, once I scrap them, will then be available across all my settlements. If you just store the item will only be available here in this local settlement, here at Sanctuary. And we want to have it available all the way over at Spectacle Island once we get Spectacle Island, and then set up a trade route. Grayskull, hi all, 5 a.m. in the UK, woke up early for the Fallout 4 stream. Awesome, Grayskull, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out to Paul, Jinky, Dallas Cowboy fan. Of course, we got the wonderful Sister Wolf, and JoJo chilling out. Kids, I feel like this is a stupid question. There's never a stupid question in my stream. Never a stupid question. But I've been watching your YouTube videos on how to become a settlement overseer. But I want to know, is there a way to strengthen the settlement recruiting beacon? There's no way to strengthen it, but there is a way to do the recruitment beacon smarter. Now, first, you want to do the recruitment beacon at the drive-in and not build the drive-in. You don't want to build up the drive-in. And you'll be like, Kismet, what? What? I don't want to build up the drive-in. That's like a settlement. I need the settlement, right? But actually, the drive-in is the #1 place in the game to recruit. We're going to switch. We're going to go by the drive-in later, by the way, as we run around all the settlements. Probably should go by Greyguard to see if my robots are all dead. We'll go over there. I'm going to sort all this. Notice this transferring stuff to the workbench that I had in there. I'm going to scrap all this. Take all this down. Like so. Now, the reason why we're doing that, and we're going to scrap that. Boom. Oh, I put a whole bunch of stuff in the workbench there. Put all that stuff in the workbench. Look at all my people just chilling out over there. So, again, the thing that you want to do that is send them all to the drive-in. And then from the drive-in, you want to send all your people to another settlement. That is the fastest way I've seen to recruit. I've seen that's the fastest way to build up your settlements. Look at all these things just laying around. They were stuck in there. Those artillery grenades from when we were goofing around before. We have learned the artillery grenades are like the worst thing to send through your sorter. So probably the very first thing you want to do, in your sorter is actually make those grenades get out of there, I would say. So we're going to tear down our one we did the other day, and you're going to see probably a lot of leftover stuff. If you want to know if your stuff is messed up, best thing to do is to tear it down, and you will see a ton of it. Look at it all. Look at it all. Let's pick it all up here. Anything that's left over, we'll just run around and pick it up real quick. I'll pick it up off the ground. Hopefully. Probably some stuff over there I need to pick up. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on our Spectacle Island, because Spectacle Island is the largest place you can build in the base game. Now, if you are new to my stream, or if you've forgotten, I do not cheat, I do not shortcut, I do not use third-party mods. I play totally legit. I don't glitch, I don't do anything like that. That's the way I like to play. Of course, it's your game, you can play it however you want, but that's what I prefer to do, because I don't want to be robbed of the enjoyment of playing the game. The game, to me, the enjoyment of playing the game is always the #1 factor of playing any game. My stairwell back there. Got to eventually come back and build a Kismet Killbox 3.0 there. And I'm going to go ahead and scrap that. And we'll scrap this. All this other stuff here that we were running across here. And get anything else that have fallen. We got bunnies, bears, all sorts of stuff. Now, what I did there is I created stuff on 2 levels. Now, this is an armor rack, by the way, which we'll fool around with that later as well. And we're going to be just building tonight. We're going to be running around a little bit. Maybe we'll get into a little bit of mischief. And maybe some, I probably say this every stream, but maybe some mechanist run as well. Anything else in here? Okay. We got all of that stuff done. We've cleared our entire thing, though we still do have our power over here in case we need it, which is cool. But we do have some trade centers and whatnot, so that's good. Okay, so our mission is to go from here and then go to our settlements and collect all of the goods and make our way over to Spectacle Island. All right? So I think what we're going to do is get the goods first and then go to Spectacle Island. That's much more fun. Much more fun. Hey, Ranberry, thanks for hanging out. Kiz, do you still have the bot list? I absolutely do. The bot list right now. Now, I stopped the bot list for basically a big reason. If I use the bots and they get shot, they die. And that's a lot of resources to lose, especially the aluminum, which is like 20 or 30 aluminum per robot, which is hundreds of aluminum to lose. But currently at the top of the bot list is Copenhagen, Marwig, Dillinger, Mint Giraffes, Miss Ray's. I think I actually got a few of those people already. And Andrew, Dacrum, Fast is in there, HG, Java Hutta is also in there as well. So I do have it right over there. I do have it still. So I'm going to go ahead and probably build some of those later on. For right now, though, we need that aluminum so we can test out the new Contraptions workshop. Now, we tested it out when it released on Tuesday, and now we're kind of following up on that. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the resources out, everything, every last thing out of the workbench. Now, eventually what I'll do, actually I think I'll do it right now while I'm thinking about it. Eventually what I'll do is, actually I shouldn't have scrapped that now that I think about it. I'm going to make a small sorter. Now what that small sorter is going to do is just automatically take the purified water out every few days. I don't have to do anything. So let's go ahead and start again with the base. It's probably good that we start over again. This way you guys can see it from the very beginning. Now what was my big revelation that I found? Not even in the right thing. What was the big revelation that I found last time? And I was so amazed that I actually figured it out. What I did is I found that you can actually sort your workbench. Now, I know that seems amazing that you would be able to sort your workbench. And it is amazing. What was over here? Component sorter. There it is. Vacuum hopper. It's the last one. Okay, so you take a vacuum hopper using the new construction, the new Contraptions workshop, or Contraptions DLC, and you put the hopper right there. And then to use the hopper or a sorter, which is what we need to do next, you need to make sure that you put what item you want, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use a sorter here. I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to have it sort automatically. I'm going to put a conveyor storage on this side and a conveyor storage on that side, okay? Now I'm going to run the power again. Oh, I thought I saw something down here. What was that? I'm going to run the power again from up here, because this is running from our 100 power over there. It might be a bit too far. Yep, too far, and it's partly obstructive. So we're going to go in and we're going to put up a power pylon just here on the corner so that we can control that a little bit more. There we go. And we will then link that with a wire. And we're off and running. And then we'll link that down right to here. Oh, actually, we should probably make a switch. Now that I think about it, we should make an on-off switch there just in case. You never know when something could go horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. So make sure you put an on and off switch in your sorter. So that's it. Now notice, by the way, that I only have to put the vacuum hopper in on the vacuum hopper. I don't have to put it on here because it changed the power. It changed the power between everything. Right? Seeing it's all working. You can see it's running. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some of that purified water over here into the sorter. Now whatever you put in the sorter is what it's going to divert to this other side, right? So if I go ahead and put in some purified water. Wow, look at that. It's 728. If I put in one purified water, now any purified water that is in here is going to be automatically sorted. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a few of these in here just so you can see that happening. Whoops. Or I'm going to put them all in there. All right. Boom. Now what it's going to do is automatically pull that out of the workbench using the hopper. If I've got it close enough. Hopefully I do. So it's going to pull it out of the workbench and start to run it here. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, by the way. If it doesn't start right away, it's okay. Give it a second. It does work. Look at that. Here comes the purified water. It's automatically going to sort it because I put it in there. Now I'm also going to put another item in there. Let's put another item in there. Like, say, let's go ahead and put this shotgun in there. And let's watch the shotgun. Where does the shotgun go? Ah, the shotgun went straight through to the other place. So it is now sorting it for you. It is awesome. And that is the basis of our mega sorter. We're going to build a giant one that is just going to literally run around in a circle and sort stuff at Spectacle Island. Because, again, that is one of the largest places you can build. So there we go. So we're going to leave it like that. We're going to leave it like that and just have it automatically sort stuff all day, every day. And we'll come back at some point, and on this conveyor is going to be all that purified water that it has been processing that whole entire time, which is pretty incredible. So we're going to take it all right here, And we're going to leave the 1 purified water here in the sorter, so it will sort that automatically. Anything else that it can't sort will automatically go into here. Now, my people are over here scavenging, so they're also collecting a lot of materials like armor and all of that other stuff, which they will then also put that in the workbench, and that will also get sorted across there into this kind of end area. That's why I put a sorter over here. For anything that isn't purified water, it will automatically go and sort it over here, which is cool. So like a little baby sorter there. All right, little mini sorter. So I'm going to do that at every single settlement I go to. Right? Every single settlement that I go to, I'm going to build a little mini sorter. I'm going to take everything out of the workbench, and I'm going to take it all with me. So every time I go there, I know that either purified water is going to be over here, or over here is going to be all the rest of the stuff. So I will just constantly be grabbing stuff out of the workbench, which is totally cool. Totally cool. Hi there, Romeo. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Do you still have the bot list? Yes, I do. I wish you could scrap dead bots. I know, Paul. I wish you could scrap dead bots, or I wish the bots wouldn't die at all. I mean, they're a companion. They shouldn't die. That's what I think. I think they should absolutely not die. Having your robots die is actually worse than having your settlers die. I would rather my settlers die than my robots die, because that, especially in the new survival mode, which is what I'm playing in, that is a lot of time and resources, and it makes you not even want to build robots if they're going to get destroyed, right? Because that's a lot of resources. That's an incredible amount of resources. All right. So there we go. So we got that all sorting away over there. Let's get all this miscellaneous stuff over here too while we're at it, because I know I had a bunch of stuff in here. Let's grab all of that. Let's see what else we got in here. These are all specialty items. I'm going to grab all that out of there. And I'm literally going to move all of my stuff, every single thing, to Spectacle Island. Now, who is this guy? There's Sturgis. Get out of there, Sturgis. Hey, Sturgis. Let's sit in that couch. Now, I put Sturgis in the stockades, and I also put Marcy in there, but for some reason, they don't stay in there very long. Let's go ahead and wait till morning time. Let's see. Or actually, we don't need to wait. Well, let's actually get our full rest, 8 hours of rest, so that we know we're well rested for our journey. Hi, Creeper! Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Good to see you, man. Concrete stuff was helpful when building my home settlement. Yes, very cool. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the news here while we're traveling on the Vertibird. And so what we're going to do first, I think, is we're going to go to all the settlements first. So let's see, which settlements do we want to go and in what order? Let's go ahead and start our way down from Sanctuary to Red Rocket. We'll go Abernathy Farm. We'll go to Sunshine Tidings, and then we'll Vertibird back here. And then I guess we'll do all the top ones first. Or maybe we should just Vertibird to them all. That's what we should do. We'll run to Red Rocket, because Red Rocket's pretty close, and so is Abernathy Farm. Sunshine Tidings, and then we'll Vertibird to here. And we'll Vertibird until we run out of... Until we get close to running out, then we'll go to the Pride Wind. We'll come back. We'll do all the rest of them. I think that's what we'll do. So we're going to talk a bit about the news. I do also have some awesome photos that people have sent me on our on the Twitch, on my Twitch, of some cool stuff that they built. So I'm going to show you guys that as well. I've also got all the music revamped in the stream, so it'll automatically play a whole bunch of awesome songs that are Fallout 3 themed, or some songs that you'll hear quite often in my stream. So there we go. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Creeper's asking, what are Kids Caps used for? Well, you can use them let me go ahead and flip this thing on, too. There we go. No more radiation. Kids Caps are used for requesting songs. If you hang out in the stream for a while, you will have the ability to request a PG-13 song. You know that it's got to at least be a PG-13 song. You can go ahead and request that song anytime. Oh, look at this free loot just laying around. You can request it anytime on the stream and play that song, which is pretty awesome. So they're basically like loyalty points for just hanging out in the stream. And eventually I'm going to have real life giveaways. So of course I want to give you guys who hang out in the stream quite often the bonus to be able to have a higher chance of winning that stuff. I think that's totally fair. The people who watch more often have a higher chance of winning. That's totally understandable, and something I believe in personally. So that's what those kids caps are for. And eventually I'll be giving away real life stuff. Or baby codes and all that other fun stuff along the way to everybody. So that's what those are. Eventually I'll be having games in there too, where you can play games in the chat and try to bet your caps and win more caps and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so we went to Red Rocket here, and of course I'm in my Vim armor.
I got
awesome.
work to do. Can't talk now.
That's right, you do. Get back to work. And so I'm just going to run to the places that are pretty close by. Though I do need some food. Go ahead and eat some food here, just so we have more action points. Let's see, do we have anything cooked? Oh, we got an omelet. Squirrel on a stick. Sweet rolls. There we go. And we're going to have more action points to run out and about. Now what we're doing is we're going to each settlement and we're collecting everything out of the workbench. Now the reason why I'm collecting everything out of the workbench, normally you don't have to. Normally you can leave all your junk in there, you'll be just fine. But I want to go to... Oh, we got some danger. Danger, danger. One shot.
Huh?
Come on.
You're still here?
Yeah, what, you don't like me? What's up with that? I think she was talking the boat flag. We're going to be wandering around, as you can see, collecting a lot of goodies, and you can check out all the different settlements that I've built here in the new survival mode. Of course, a lot of my settlements here are not the mega builds that I typically build across all of my settlements. These are very functional locations, what I call super builds. That's how I make my money. That's how I make enough food and water and so forth to survive. Is by building it up. Now this is Abernathy Farm. Again, it's not a big giant settlement. It does have max amount of people to it. What I did was I took all the people from the drive-in and Red Rocket, sent them over here until I had a max of 21 people. There's also a robot here, which would be number 21. Oh, I should have sent my robots out there as well. Huh? Now there's a whole bunch of stuff here that we can do. Oh, there's a Mayor Dave is here at this place. So what I'm going to do is actually send, I think it's a good idea to send all of the robots in that direction of, so we're going to send them to, let's send them to the castle. Because eventually we need to go from the castle down to here. I think that's where we're going to send all the robots to the castle.
Here we go.
Oh.
You're dead.
Got it. Whatever it was, toasty. Alright, so let's go ahead and get my robots.
Sorry, we're not hiring. Try down at work.
Hey, Mayor Dave, what happened to your robot, man? Look at what happened to your robot. The robot's all funkified. I'm gonna have to fix your robot. Move. Can I move him to the castle without having to take him as a companion? That would be a big no. Castle even in there? Yeah, right here. There it is. Okay, now, one of the problems, I can't send this to the castle, right? So I'm going to say, let's get moving.
Time to hit the road.
So I'm going to take this robot as my companion. Now, I got Sister Wolf with me right now, which is another one of the robots. So I'm going to go ahead and just send Sister Wolf here to Abernathy Farm, because I want to keep Sister Wolf with me. Abernathy Farm, right there. Bloop. And then I'm going to, I could probably just give some of this to Mayor Dave. Why don't I give some of this stuff to you? You can carry it down there. Carry that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to give some of this stuff to Mayor Dave here, the robot. And I should probably give some of it to Sister Wolf eventually so they can carry it down over to there. It's already, look, it's already got a bottle on this one. And now if you have stuff like human jaw and stuff like that, those are bones that you actually need to have in the actual location where you're cooking at. There we go, filled up a Mayor Dave. And let's find where Sister Wolf went. Sister Wolf, where'd you go? don't know. Go hit the button. Hit the bell. Call everybody over here. Bell time. Oh, I told Sister Wolf to stay. That's what I did. She's still over there. That's what I did. Kids, if you remove everything from Sanctuary Workbench, then all your junk your settlers collect will end up in the conveyor storage. That is exactly right. The junk will be unavailable. I already figured that out, Amara Dave. That's okay. I'm going to test it. Because it's not that much stuff, if you think about it, because I'm taking all the other stuff out of there. So the bulk of all of my stuff is actually going to be over at... I'm going to go ahead and sleep for an hour so that Sister Wolf shows up here. Like so. There's Amara Dave. And see that little trick I did?
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Let's do it.
Time
So
to
what
hit the
I
road.
accidentally
Wonderful.
did was I left Sister Wolf over there on stay. And then I came over here and then I told her to go here. Well, the problem is she's still over at Sanctuary. So I had to wait for an hour so the Sister Wolf would show up over here. And now I can send Amara Dave. Notice how it's not grayed out anymore. Because I'm actually sending them there as my companion as opposed to just trying to move them through the workbench. So dismissing them from being your companion allows you to send them anywhere, which is something I really, really like. That is something they've done really well
Yes.
in the update.
I hope these help.
Hey.
What can I do for
All right, so I'm going to trade with Sister Wolf too. Now, Sister Wolf here, and so did Amara Dave before whatever funky thing happened to his robot, was able to carry a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this stuff and give it as much as possible to Sister Wolf to carry. And we'll just keep doing that as we go along. We find any robots, we will send them down to the castle, carrying all of our loot. Now, what I call that is I call that the Kismet RDS, or Robot Delivery System. It is an incredibly awesome way of managing your settlements. I'll take the fusion core out of there. Of managing your settlements. Got smoke grenade in there. Got a whole bunch of other stuff. Pipe pistols. Chef hats. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff she can carry. Rocking it. Whole lot of purified water. See how much she can carry. Ooh, a whole bunch. Potatoes. There we go. Wow, I almost got underburdened from all of that. A lot. I can sneak in some more little magazines or light stuff, just so I don't have so much stuff on me. You're special. All right, now your companions, because she's a sentry bot, can carry a lot of weight. So that's why I gave her a whole bunch of stuff to carry. And then since I'm here,
Seems to be growing well.
I might as well run along and grab all of these tomatoes and carrots as well. You can manually go along and grab them. I find the first food that your settlers eat is your potatoes. They will eat them all. Who can I be, kids? Did you make me a robot? Not yes, MG. I don't think so. I don't think so. I made some people robots, and then I found out that the robots could die, which is a terrible thing, because it just takes a massive amount of resources here in survival mode. I think what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to work on building up all my settlements over time, and then go back to building those robots in game later on, because it does burn a lot of my resources, which means I can't build up my settlements. And I need to, at this point, since we've kind of done a lot of stuff in Far Harbor, we've done a lot of stuff in the new area, we are going to go with that. Oh, I'm actually taking damage. Now, one of the first things you want to do, the second you can, costs about 600 caps, is to get a clinic.
Excuse me.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look at you.
All right. So I got a clinic
Yeah,
so that I can
take a
have her
look at me,
cure
Doc.
me.
What's feeling
Now, one
off
of the things I noticed in Far Harbor that the clinic doesn't actually act as
I
a
heard 'em all
doctor.
over, Doc.
The clinic only
I've seen
acts
worse.
as a trader,
Better
which
stitch
is
you
a
up
huge
before
bummer
infection
because
sets in, though.
you really need these clinics a lot in survival mode. All right, so we're going to just click past all of this. And so I had
And
an
that's
infection,
that.
and I can die from that infection
else
because I don't have
bothering
any
you?
antibiotics.
No other complaints.
All right.
And we're going to go ahead and skip that. There we go. Now, I got that infection taken off because I went and I talked to the doctor. The doctor cured me of the infection, and I'm good. Actually, I should have bartered with her.
Hey there.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
All right. So I'm
Could
going to go ahead
use
and
some
see if she
supplies.
actually
Let's
has
see what
any
I can
antibiotics as well, which she does not have. No moss antibiotics. All right. And that's pretty much it for Abernathy Farm. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go look at the workbench here. Excuse me, kitty cat. And we're going to see what else we got in there. We got a whole bunch of corn, some carrots, some bottle caps. We're going to go ahead and grab all that out of there. Now, really, I don't have to really do anything with this one. I could build a sorter, I guess. What a sorter could I build there? Probably a food sorter, right? I think a food sorter would be a good idea here. So again, we're going to go in. We're going to get our... Way over here. We're going to get our thing that pulls it out of there. Vacuum hopper. This way. If I put it on this side. Over there. Now this is going to be a tricky one because there's not much space here, so you got to kind of do like a weird angled one here. You have to find a direction in which you could put it down. Put it right down on the cat. It's basically going to be blocking that. That's not good. That's not good. I think still get in and out of the house though. All right, Sister Wolf, get over here. Come on.
Heads up.
How may I be of service?
Over here.
I'll get it done.
Sister Wolf doesn't want to move. Kiz, do you open your loot crate? Yes, I'm going to open
Wait
my
there.
loot crate. It is right here. I'm going to open it live on the stream in a bit. It's upside down. Loot crate. Supposedly, it's got some Fallout 4 stuff in there. So I'm going to open that live so you guys can watch it on the stream. As well as we're going to be building some mega building. We're going to be looking at some photos here. I'm just trying to get started and get everything going. And as we're walking around, we're going to talk about some news and some things that I'd updated here on the stream. We're going to look at those pictures. We've got all night long to do that. We're going to be going for 5 hours till 5 o'clock in the morning. So we're just going to build a sorter here. And when we get on the vertibird, we'll talk about that other stuff. All right, so we're going to need a sorter. Now, the hard thing is trying to get the sorter in there, which I didn't think was going to work. We're going to need an extension. We'll build the extension, and then we will take out the stairs. Then we will build our sorter. Just a regular sorter. There we go. Kind of floating, but such is life. And then we're going to go ahead and build a component conveyor storage on both sides. And now we're going to try this out as a food sorter. So what I'm going to do is have it actually sort the food. I'm going to put 1 carrot in there. I'm going to put 1 corn, 1 mute fruit. Now some of you are already figuring out that, wait a minute, Kismet, if you tell it to sort all that stuff out of there, it's not going to be in the workbench. Like, they're not going to have the food in the workbench. They're not going to have the water in the workbench. They're not going to have all these things they need to eat with or survive on in the workbench. That's okay, because we're going to have all that stuff also at Spectacle Island for the whole rest of the settlements to use. Now let's test it out. We're going to go over here, and we're going to, look at that. They already got more stuff just in that time. Look at that. All that stuff. Let's go ahead and put in these carrots. So I'm just going to do a few of them. When you're testing your sorter, by the way, you should just put a few of them in. A few carrots, a few corn, a few mute fruit, and potatoes. Actually, we should probably put purified water in there too. Let's go and put purified water in there too. A couple of those. Okay, so I'm putting those in the workbench to test this out. Now, in theory, what it's going to do is going to go right here to this sorter. Any carrot, corn, mute fruit, potatoes, or purified water. In this case, I'm going to put 1 of those in there. Any purified water is then going to be diverted and go to that sorter. Anything else will not be diverted and will go to this particular one. All right, now we got to get some power down here. That's always a fun thing to do. And we're also going to need, of course, a power switch. we're going to make a power switch like so. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put the power switch. I could probably put it up right here. And put it there. And I believe our power is up there. Let's see how much we need here. 3. We need 6, 7, 8, 9. So one with 10 power. And see, we actually have power on the roof. I thought I'd put some power up there. Yep, missed it. Missed it. Yeah, there we go. A whole bunch of power up here. A whole bunch of power. We've got some running the radio beacon. We've got 5 going here. So that's 10. 10 power, which is going down, right down to these. Which these are using 10. That's using 20 power right there. So 20 power, and I'm going to go ahead and actually move this in this direction. Now the reason why I'm going to move it over there is so I can then chain it directly over to these. Well, of course, unless it doesn't work. Then we're going to move it even more. Like so. Okay. Now let's see if we can change it. There we go. Okay, now it is chained over to here. Of course, we're going to turn the power off right now because we're going to need more power. So this takes 10 power. 10 power total, so there's 4 there, 8, and then 9, 10. Really about 8 power. It takes about 8 power, plus we have the radio beacon up there, which I'll go up there and show you. Right here, radio beacon, which takes 1, so really that's 9 power. We've got 3 power here, we've got 10 power there, so that's 13 power. We're going to need at least another 10 power. So we're going to go in and we're going to build a nice, a couple of these 5 powers. There's 1, there's 2. Let's tie it into the system. Through the radio beacon. Now we've got that 10 power. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. And let's see if our sorter works. I don't like my stuff to float there. Eventually I'll come back and fix it. Right now, let's just see if it works. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there goes the carrots. Oh, there's some plastic. Let's see what happens to the plastic. Can't get up there. Get up and over. Apparently not. Gonna have to walk around the long way. Come on. Okay. So any other stuff like glass and other materials that they're sorting or they're scrounging is going into there. All the other items like potatoes, carrots, that kind of stuff. Wow, it just got a whole bunch more stuff. Any of that other stuff is going into here. Like so. Now again, what that does is it makes it unavailable in the workbench through all of your various areas, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and grab the circuitry and whatnot out of there just to speed that up. That's okay because we can always come back and grab it, or we can just have it not grab that stuff out. Now it'd be great if you could actually tell the vacuum hopper what you wanted to pull out, right? That would be cool, huh? That would be cool. I don't know how to do that. Maybe if I just put, let's see what we got in the workbench. Oh, we got just corn, so I'm not going to be able to stop it for now. Okay, so all that stuff should be going there and should be diverting into the food one, which it does seem to be working perfectly. Now I'm just going to leave it on. I'm going to let it sort and do its thing while I'm gone, and just grab all this stuff out of here. That is working good. Okay, dokie. Okay, McDokey. Run around the other side here. And I don't know why this gate's open. Close it. People keep coming in and out of there. Alright, so there we go. Now before we go though, of course we want to remember our power armor. I'm going to run back and get my power armor. Oh. Like so. Paul's rocking his cat. So Tues, what's up? Kiz, yes or no, says Romeo. Odio. I missed what you said, man. Let me back up. Missed what you said. If you do have a question or comment for me, to make sure to put Kiz or Kismet in there. Let's see. Search for your name. Kiz, if you remove everything Sanctuary... Oh. Down right when I was looking for it. Kids, if you remove everything from your Sanctuary Workbench, then all your settlers collect will end up in conveyor storage. Oh, that was the Mary David said that. Yes or no? Did you use mods to get 44 settlers? No, I did not, Romeo. I do not use any mods. But if you're hanging on my stream, you should know that by now. I do not use mods. I do not use shortcuts, any of that stuff. The way you get a lot of settlers at one location, more than 21, which I have 11 charisma, which gives me 21 settlers at any of my settlements, is to use robots. The way you get more than 21 is you put robots there, which is unlimited, by the way. You can have unlimited amount of settlers there. Now, sometimes the number is just wrong, by the way. Sometimes when you're looking at those particular locations, if you just go into your map and you roll over it and it says, hey, I've got 44 people there, it's just wrong. You don't really have 44 people there. Like here at Grey Garden, I have 40 people there, right? Well, they're not all people. They're actually robots. The whole entire thing is all full of robots, which you can have an unlimited amount. I do not cheat. I do not use shortcut. I do not glitch. I do not use third-party mods. I've played for 1,200 hours almost now. Actually, we're going to hit 1,200 hours tonight. And have never used third-party mods or cheated. Oh, Finch Farm. We got a linkage problem there. Linkage problem. Gonna have to fix that. Fix that between here and fix that between Country Crossing and Tapping the Boathouse. We got some problems there. We got some problems. All right. So that is the way I always play. Thanks for that question. Romeo, Kiz, where can you make me a house? I can't make you a house. I wish I could. I wish we can work together. Gila Jim, thanks for hanging out. And Ameridave is pointing something out. Buckmist, you could see if the vacuum hoppers are configurable by terminal. Ah, Buckmist. Ooh, that is a good idea. Let's try that. Let's give that a go. Let's go over here and check it. Check ourselves before I wreck ourselves. Terminal. By the way, they move some of this stuff around, so if you go into one of these things and you're like, hey, oh, I don't have enough aluminum. Gotta stop by Diamond City while we're at it. So yeah, I'll try that on the vacuum hopper when we get some more loot. Get some more aluminum along the way. Okay, so we got that. We're going to go down to Sunshine Tidings next. I think we're just going to walk down there. I think we'll be fine to walk down. We'll walk down to Sunshine Tidings and see what we've got over there. Let's go ahead and get our music going here. Music, nothing but music. Now, every Tuesday night, by the way, I do allow people to pick songs on the stream, if it is PG-13 song, and we will play it on Tuesday. But normal time, you can go ahead and DJ the stream by donating, which I think is one of the coolest things ever. If you got a favorite song, you can donate to the stream, and that song will show up at the bottom of the stream there and play, which I think is totally cool. Now, you don't have to donate to my channel. You're welcome to donate to charity to save the children through Gaming for Good. It goes directly to them. I never see any of that. You just send it right to them, and then you can make a difference in a child's life, which I'm a real big fan of Save the Children. So, you're welcome to give that a go. So let's go and get the DJ to drop the beat. Here we go. We're getting our wander on. Do I praise Adam? Nope. I absolutely don't. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to destroy all those people at some point. Let's get our wander on. King of, what's up? I feel so blessed. Oh, somebody's got a baby. Congrats on your baby. Let It Flow song? That was a great song. That was a really good song, man. That's pretty funny. What are my thoughts on Adams and his children? I think those people are nuts. I think they're all sorts of crazy. Catch it up on chat a little bit while we're walking. Do you notice I wasn't even watching? I know how to get there without even
Crop's
looking.
coming in pretty good.
Well, look how convenient. We got Misfit Jim hanging out right here. How convenient. Ooh, getting a little loud. Just a little loud up in here. All right, so we got Misfit Jim over here. How convenient that we just happen to have another robot that we can give all the stuff to. Oh, I don't want to give it to him yet. I want to go in here and grab
Ain't
all the
looking
stuff out of
for
the
trouble, I
workbench.
hope.
I knew around here.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. Now let me do some building. Okay, same thing here. We're going to build ourselves an auto sorter. Now, in everything that you do, you want to try stuff, right? Give yourself the room in your life and also in game to make mistakes, right? You're going to make lots of mistakes in your life. Believe me, you are. You're going to make some mistakes along the way. So give yourself the freedom to make mistakes and your life will go much, much easier. But again, it is your life. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, I don't want to send that settler anywhere. I want to scrap that sleeping bag. Give yourself enough freedom to make mistakes. Now, what I'm going to do here is try to build this thing. And if it doesn't work out or it starts pulling too much resources away from building, then I'll come back and, of course, take it out.
You crazy?
Oh. Stuff coming in.
What the?
Getting attacked. Let's do this. Gonna take the high ground.
I can't see.
God, I saw something.
Legendary. Later, bro. Really? Take that, buddy. This one's a bad one. This one. Bye-bye, sucker. You're messing with Kismet now. Settler.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, don't get sick of my power armor. Woohoo! More free loot. I love lots of free loot. Thanks for the free loot. Alright, so we got attacked there while we're chilling out. Notice I don't have any Kismet kill boxes at this settlement yet. I've been totally and utterly neglecting it. For quite a long time, by the way. Because in the new survival mode, you have to walk around a lot. So you have to be very sparing with your resources. So, if it doesn't need resources, I didn't give it resources in the very beginning. Thanks again, everybody. Oh, something like left leg there, or legendary left leg. And as you can see, I smoked them all with my Overseer's Guardian, which is my favorite weapon in the game. Never lets me down. Oh, one of my settlers died. Sorry, bro. Bummers. Another robot over here.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
It's really gonna hurt when I put you in the stockade. You think it hurts now? It does. Stick you in the stockade. You're complaining. Good job, guys. Good job. It goes with that bowling ball. Happy? Dave, you type really fast and give great explanations. He does. Totally does. He has a strong back perk which converts AP points into movement when he is overburdened. That is exactly right. That is how your AP, that's why my AP is dropping so quickly, because I'm overburdened. I have a strong back perk, this one right here. Now, early on in the strong back perk, this is my favorite, one of my favorite perks if you are a super looter like me. Because at the very beginning, you gain 25 plus 25 weight. Then you gain plus 50 weight, right, that you can carry. Then you use your action points for when you're over encumbered. That's why my action points are going down so fast. And then when you're over encumbered, you can also fast travel, unless you're in the new survival mode. And if you're in the new survival mode, you cannot fast travel. So what it does is it just makes it so you don't take any damage while you're overburdened, which is awesome, which is why I'm not taking any damage. And then, of course, the new perk that they added after the survival mode update and all the new Far Harbor stuff, when you're over encumbered, running costs 50% less action points, which is awesome. Because you're over encumbered a lot in the new survival mode. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all this stuff out of here too. And we're going to work on our sorter here. Well, let's get it going. All right, we're going to put our sorter down. Nope, can't do it. Move that out of the way and see if we can do it then. Nope, I bet you it goes this way and the door is blocking it. All right, another test. Let's test something else. I got an idea. Let's go ahead and take the mute fruit out of here. Like that. Now let's see if we can actually do it through the wall. I've not tried that yet. Do it through the wall. The workbench is on the other side of that wall. Now I need to make sure that my food is not less than what it is. Okay. Nope, does not want to let me put it right there. Oh, that is a bummer. That's a bummer. All right, well, the other way we can put it is that way. We're going to store those in the workbench. Now I'll come back and add beds and all that stuff. Don't worry. I will fix that. So going that way is not a good idea. Although I could extend it. That's what I'll do. I'll just extend it. I'll just extend it. Using one of these like we did on the other one. And then we will use the sorter. Yep, just like that. It's going that way. It's going the other way than we want it to go. Bare storage. Like so. Do we have enough power? Probably not. Again, we need about 10 power. So we're going to go ahead and add that power up on the roof. We got a lot to do today. We're going to get a lot of stuff done up over here. A lot of stuff done. Now again, I don't like to put the power on the ground. So I'm going to put them up here on top of the house. On top of this barn. Tie it together, tie it into all of the power. And then find a way to run it up and over with a power pylon here. And then we're going to run it straight down here, and our thing is going. Oh, and it works! Look, pulling it through there already. So we know it definitely works. So let's go ahead and pull all that stuff out of there. And it should go straight through. Yes, it does. Okay, now what do we want to sort out of here? We want to sort food, and we want to sort purified water. All right, 1 purified water. Let's go ahead and do mute fruit. Let's do 1 corn. And carrots. 60-minute man. And 1 potato. Now, see, hear the ding? That's when you know it's working. So now we're going to divert all those things. So you don't just have to divert one thing. You can divert a whole row of things around that corner. Yep, a whole bunch of purified water in there. We know it's working. Now, at the end here, we're going to go ahead and pull all these out, because that sorted before we got it going. That is like the coolest thing ever. So cool. Cool! 50 minutes of blowing my top. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. So that's working good. We got that. We got all of our materials out of there. Yep. And we're ready to move on. But we need to make sure that we put all of our mute fruit back so that it's producing that excess mute fruit. Mute fruit. Nothing but mute fruit. No, 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 no. That's a Star Wars song in my head. Alright, so we'll put some more food down here to make sure they have plenty of extra food. Like so. Now, they definitely don't have enough water either, so we're going to go ahead and give them... let's give them one of these nicer ones. Only takes 4 water, or 4 power. Let's give them one of these extra nice water things. And let's just stick it right here in the middle of the mute fruit. And run it up. There we go, and now we need a little bit more power to cover that power. I'm going to go ahead and add another one. Boom. And now we have plenty of power, plenty of food. We need to find somewhere we need to put on food. A whole bunch of people just standing around. The worst thing I like to see in my settlement. People just standing around doing nothing.
Okay.
Get that mute fruit. Okay, so we got that going, and now, of course, we need our beds back. So we're going to go in and put those beds back down. Now, when you're first building a settlement, this is what I call a basic build. You just throw enough mute fruit for them to have, enough water for them to have as well, and then you just throw down some sleeping bags. You can even throw them outside. They don't even need to be inside. Just make sure that the people have enough so they don't have to share the sleeping deal. Alright, that's 19. It's good enough. Look, it's already taken more out of there. Taking out cork. Got even more stuff. That's cool. Working good. Gotta pick up. Oh. Oopsie. I just accidentally took that out of there. Just trying to grab it along the edge there. Gotta watch out that you don't accidentally pull it out of your sorter, which is what I just did. And so it's no longer going to sort it. So carrots, corn, mute fruit, purified water, and potatoes. There we go. Okay, now all the other stuff went over here. I'm just go in there and take all that out. Oh, more purified water over here. Take all that out. And that's just going to auto-sort itself. It'll just do that all the time. I don't need to worry about it. Okay, so now that we got that going on, we're going to go ahead and travel in style. We're going to go ahead and use our vertibird to get it going here. Got a vertibird ready, and toss that grenade. Let's travel in style. Now, while we're waiting for that, we're going to find the bell. I don't know where it is. Now, because the vertibird's going to take a minute if I can find the bell. No bell, all right? Then I'm going to put a bell down. What do you get? The older and deeper in ditch. Alright, so I'm going to get a bell. I'm going to ring the bell to bring the robot over here. There he is. And we're going to give him a lot of this stuff.
I just want to trade a few things.
Alright, so again, as we go along, we're going to run into these robots that I sent over here earlier. On purpose, around various settlements, so that I can hand them over a ton of this stuff, so I don't have to carry it all. Go to ammo. Offload a bunch of that ammo. I can't go. Company stove. Send all that stuff. All this new stuff that we just got. Like so. Wraparound goggles. Go ahead and give some of that purified water. I'm going to keep some of this purified water just in case. See how much it'll let me do. Okay, so still can't carry it all. Okay, I can't carry anymore. So now what I'm going to do is take... Let's keep moving.
The road.
And then I'm going to send Sister Wolf off to the castle. And then just keep... and then keep Misfit Jim with me for a little while as we move along. And I'll just keep swapping out robots and sending them to the castle. And eventually all of my resources will be at the castle. Let's go right on the Bird. Hey, gaming's fun. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Kids, yes, you can vacuum care through the wall because some workbenches are surrounded by walls like that, like the drive-in. I know, I'm going to try it out. How late am I? You're not that late, Science Whiz. We're just getting started. We're going around to each settlement, and we are collecting everything out of there. Also, by the way, as you're hanging out in the stream, you are collecting the Kiz caps, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, while we're flying up here to the Starlight Drive-In. Let's go!
Let's read all clear.
Off we go. All right, so let's talk about some news for the stream. Of course, the Kiz caps, which I just talked about, you can earn points while you hang out in the stream, and they'll go toward future raffles. If you get 4,000 points, you can also use those to collect... Dude, shooting at me. You can use those to, you collect those and you can use 4,000 points to actually request a song at any time on the stream. But of course it has to be PG-13 or I will cancel the song and you'll get one more chance to pick a song. If you do it again, you will not get a chance and I will ban you from being able to do that. So there you go. There you go. So some other things that have been added. I've added the Kiz time thing in here. Kiz time. Boom. You can put that right there. It'll tell you exactly what time it is for me. Now, also, if you notice at the very bottom of the screen, there's actually a timer down there, too, exactly what time it is for me right now, which it currently says, I think it says 13:44, which is 1:44 a.m. It's in military time. Here we are coming in at the drive-in. Again, not built up at all. I'd use it just for recruiting. We're going to actually send all these people to various places before we leave as well. So that is some of the news that is going on. I also mastered the ability to high definition HD quality record because when I send it to Twitch, it doesn't HD record because I'm not partnered yet. So it only does like 720, which is a bummer. And then when I try to send it to YouTube and cut it up, it looks terrible. So what I decided is to local record it in super high resolution so that I can cut it up and it'll be in super HD for you guys. All right. As well as to be able to how to split up all the music separate. Whoa. Somebody just threw a grenade at me. Threw grenades. Sneaky buggers. Dang. Alright, that's enough of you guys. Later.
Sorry. Should've just run.
Ooh, more free loot. I'll take it. Give me that free loot. Talking to you guys and I was getting attacked by raiders. Punks. Punks. To the world, my friend. Hope you guys are liking the music. I made a whole new music playlist. So we can just play some Fallout 4 songs while we're hanging out, or Fallout 4 theme songs is another thing that I added. So I did add multi-track recording so I can adjust the audio, say the music gets too loud while I'm talking, I can always bring it down, or I can remove the music this way I don't get copyright striked on YouTube. Okay, look at all these people here. There's like a bazillion people here that are doing absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is grab this settler right here. I'm going to hit R for, I'm going to go in the workbench, and I'm going to hit R for move. Now I'm going to send this person anywhere I can that is not full, right? So I'm going to send this person here to Coastal Cottage. Off you go. And then get another person. Coastal Cottage. There's 2. And another person who's doing nothing. Boom. Coastal Cottage. Another lady. Coastal Cottage. You. Coastal Cottage. And next guy. Again, this is one of the greatest places in the game to recruit people. Now, make sure you look at what the settler is doing at that moment. And you don't accidentally send your provisioner in the wrong direction. Okay, now Coastal Cottage is full. Now I'm going to send Country Crossing. And then this person, Country Crossing. I'm just hitting R, by the way. That person's doing food. I don't care. Off you go to Country Crossing as well. And I'm literally going to send every person out of here. Okay, that one's full. Now Oberlin Station. And I'm going to fill up every other settlement first. I'm going to fill up every settlement first. And then come back and eventually finish the drive-in. Okay, Norhagen Beach. You. Oh, Norhagen Beach is full. Finch Farm. Let's send them there. So it is an incredibly great way of being able to send your people. That looks like my provisioner there, but gotta catch her anyway. Nope, she's not. Looks like she's already going somewhere, but we'll send her Finch Farm anyway. All right, so now all your people are going to wander off in various directions to wherever I sent them to. Now, how do you know for sure that they have been sent? Well, here's the way to do it. What you do is you get out of your power armor. Miss with Jim. Get out of your power armor, and then, of course, you got to talk to somebody who's sitting in the bed here. Get out of the bed. You get in your power armor. Up! Someone dropped the Dragon Hammer! Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. I don't know why that didn't show up. Let's go ahead and hit it again. There we go. Thank you so much. Who was that awesome person who did that? Science Whiz Kid! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Man, Kismet, you're bad luck tonight. Go to Abernathy Farm, get attacked. Go to the co-op, get attacked by Rust Devils. Go to Starlight Drive and get attacked. I know it's because I've been neglecting him for so long. They've been getting attacked all the time while I'm gone. They will be probably getting attacked the whole time while I'm here. Kismet, I tweeted you pics of what I did on Coastal Cottage. The only one with the big hole in the ground. I have already got them ready, Sister Wolf. Already got them ready. We're going to be looking at them here in a bit. We're just going to kind of go settlement to settlement, and as I go to a settlement, I will be talking about what they are getting going on, what's going on news-wise, and then also different things as we go along. Different things as we go along. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is so I can kind of split up the action a little bit. Okay, so we got that guy out of there. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep till the morning time. We're going to sleep about 8 hours to get well rested. Also, what's going to happen is some of the settlers are going to take off. They're going to take off and be gone. They're going to take off and be gone from the settlement. They'll be out of there. Shoom, they're out. Gone. Bye-bye. And then anybody who's left, I can take a shot and see if they've already been moved to somewhere else. Now, some of these people have already picked. Look, send settler to Greentop Nursery and whatnot. Oop, did I hit supply line? No. So, see, some of these actually are still selected or highlighted now. So I'm going to go ahead and let them go ahead and clear. Let's see if they start walking, start hitting the road. Yep, they're hitting the road. That person, my provisioner, I don't want to accidentally hit my provisioner. Now, here's how you know. Watch this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tell who is not doing a darn thing. You just go ahead and make a bench. And I like to make this black couch if I have enough resources. Yep. You just put the couch down. Put some couches down. Like so. And you wait for anybody to go sit in the couch. If they sit in that couch, there it is, the Dragon Hammer. Firecat, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Crushing the follow button and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. If they sit in that bench, they're slacking. Yo, you a slacker. You a slacker, off to Coastal Cottage you go. Oh, look at this guy. He's coming over there. He's going to sit in there. So I sent her. Now I'm going to go ahead and sleep for another hour just to kind of speed him along. Whoop. Let's see who's sitting over here. Come on, sit in there. I dare you. Oh, yeah, you're a slacker. Slacker! Coastal Cottage. This guy looks like a slacker. Green Top Nursery. So we still got 6 people left, so we've got enough people in here that are just standing around that we're just going to assign them to whatever settlements we can. Because again, I've got the radio beacon going up there. The next time I come through here, there'll be another 20 people in here that I can send in different places. So where's my other guys just chilling out doing nothing? Right here, we got some defenders. Country crossing. All right, now we're down to 5. Probably that dude right there. If I already got him before and I sent him somewhere else, no big deal. But it does allow me to just move them out of here. Send her to country crossing. It does allow me to move them out of here, which I don't want. Okay, we're down to 4 people. That's good enough. Let's go ahead and save that work. And now we're going to get stuff out of the workbench.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
All right, so what do we got in here? Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Look, it's purified water and all that awesome stuff. Going to pull that out of there. So let's go ahead and see if our contraption works here from the side of the wall. So we're going to build our sorter here. Now, eventually we're going to build a mega sorter, but we're just building kind of a smaller sorter right here in each of our settlements just to test this out. And I love testing stuff out, especially new stuff. I think I'm just going to put it right through the middle of the door. Can I put it through there? Nope. Now, one of the drawbacks is see the bad guys come down from right there. So if you don't have anything to defend this, they may come and destroy your conveyor. But we're going to try it. We're going to try it right this way. And then we're going to put a sorter in there. Should go this way. And then we're going to put conveyor storage. And then another one of these conveyor storage on that side. And we're going to go ahead and tell it to sort carrots. And then corn. Beet fruit. 1 purified water. And some potatoes. Alright, and then we'll give it a try. Now, of course, we're going to need more power. I'm going to put the power on top of the building. Again, I don't like to put power on the ground. I think that is never a good idea because that is how it's going to usually get destroyed. I have no defense right now to defend these guys. And I really don't have the aluminum to do so. So I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. Alright, looks like it's all working. Let's see if there's anything in the workbench. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the workbench. I like how when I clean out the workbench, all of a sudden there's a ton of stuff back in there again. I like that. Alright, purified water. We're going to put just a couple of them in here. And let's see if it can grab it from that far away, which seems really far away to me. Yeah, that's too far. Too far. And so you have to go out the back, it looks like. Have to go out the back. Well, let's go ahead and try it out the back of it. Let's get this going on. Try it this way. Oh, not good for our sorter. That's not good. That looks like it's aiming right at it. Oh, that's a bummer. Doesn't look like it's working. Doesn't look like it's working, everybody. Cryptic King, what's up, man? By the way, I haven't forgotten about giving everybody out their points. Don't worry, I will give you out your points. I'm going to open this loot crate right here that's going to have some Fallout 4 stuff in it, they say. My very first loot crate. I've never opened a loot crate before. We got a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about the stream, all the new stuff I've added, as well as we're going to build a giant mega sorter. But right now, it seems like this is a no moss. That is a humongous bummer. Let's just keep it running and see if we can just aim it straight if it works. Aim it this way. Not like that at all. So touchy. All right, we're gonna have to put a power pylon in there because it doesn't look like it's going to. Work here. Interesting. Interesting. Let's try that. Nope, that's working. Ah, turn it off, turn it off. Okay, it does work. Okay, just take some finagling. You've got to get it really close to the wall and you have to angle it just right. Now this is not going to work, right? Because we can't put the sorter there. It'll be all messed up and it'll be going into the ground. We've got to be able to turn it around and aim it in the other direction. So we're definitely going to need to do that. We're going to go in here and we're going to turn the goodies around the other way. Now they have this round one, this rounded one. I'm not a big fan of this rounded one. I don't know, it just seems like not a good idea. So I would rather do a side one like this, but let's get the underpinnings under it so it looks legit. I would rather do a side one like this, but apparently that one doesn't work if you have the legs. Ah, okay. Well, then we go to the one that we know does work. There we go. And then we will turn it around back this way again. And then we will try to get the sorter, which may be going in the wrong direction now. Oops, I don't want to get power. I just wanted to move it. Let's see if it's going in the right direction now. It should go this way. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Going in the right direction, and now we'll just basically build this whole kind of convoluted thing here to make it work. Really, you're not going to let me snap that in there? Oh, come on. That should totally snap in there. Not going to let me snap it in there because of the foot braces. So I'm going to have to go in the opposite direction. Okay, now here's a great example of the thing I talk about all the time. Why not move the workbench? Are they stuck in position? Yes, they are stuck in the position. At least I thought. I don't know. Let's move. Yep, can't move this workbench. It's stuck right there. Can't hold down E. Let's try to hold it down. Joe Miz McClellan, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are liking my cool Wasteland Workshop sorters here. Yeah, I can't move the workbench, so it has to stay there. Now, like bam with my Wazer rifle. Wazer rifle. Okay. Hope you guys like that song, by the way. I put that in the rotation. So now I built it forwards. Now I have to go through and build it backwards so that it works. Because this is not going to work, obviously, right? That's not going to work. So I'm going to angle this so I can line it up, like so. And then I'm going to work backwards, which means I'm going to have to start at the end and work backwards. Now, in a lot of fields, including graphic design, which is my field. That's what I have done for the last 25 years. I'm a graphic designer. Sometimes it's better to work from the end and work your way backwards because it comes out better, right? And it usually costs less, by the way, too. All right. So we're going to go ahead and, again, work our way backwards like this. And we're going to get this one. And then snap it in here. Oh, well, we forgot to move the sorter. That would have been smarter because it lined up perfectly, which I went, wait a minute, there's something wrong there. It shouldn't have lined up perfectly. It should have been not properly aligned. We gotta snap this up into here. See if it's going to let me. Still not letting me snap it up in there. If I can't snap it in there, then this is not going to work. Let me see if I can now snap this in here. Nope. Still not letting me do it. All right. Well, what's the other thing we can do? Well, build a foundation to put it on. That's what we're going to do. Bam! My ways are wifle. We're going to build a foundation to put it on, to flatten it out. Now, you can also use these here, which is a pretty great thing to use. So we're going to use it to flatten it out so that we know that all of them are on the same level. And we're going to have to just pull all this stuff out of here temporarily. And again, this is a great way to kind of test all of your stuff when you're building. Work forwards until you run into a problem, and then turn around and work backwards until the problem is solved. So that's what we're going to do. We got to kind of remember where that was at. Boom, boom, like another ash pile. Now I can store these in the workbench if I wanted to, but eh. Alright, that's not going to fit there, so we're going to need to use the smaller wood blocks. Like so. Okay, now we have a kind of an idea. Wait, 2 vacuum hoppers. Whoops. Whoops, too many vacuum hoppers. I don't know why I did too many vacuum hoppers. I just got to scrap them. Scrap them! Okay, now we got to work backwards. So we want to use one of these conveyor storages right here. And I kind of got an idea of where I wanted to start. That's why I'm not trying to backtrack it. So we're going to go there. And then this one was sticking out like this. See now how they're lining up? They're all lining up properly now. And hopefully, when we're elevated, that it will still work. So we're going to try it out. Oops. I'm going to try it out right now. And now we're going to get that vacuum hopper again, which I scrapped and didn't store in the workbench, which would have been a lot smarter to store in the workbench than to scrap it. That was my bad. Just realized I scrapped it. Boom. Now, does it still work? That is the ultimate test. I mean, it is right on it. Might be too high. Might be too high or too close. Okay, so it seems like it's a little bit too close or too high. One or the other. What else can we do? Maybe we put it up too high? Give it a second, though, just in case it starts kicking in. Nope. All right, well, take it apart again. I'm going to go ahead and just store it this time. Store all that stuff. I'm going to store the sorter. Store this, just to make it go a little bit faster. Store that one. I'm going to bring it down. And it actually needs to go this way a little bit. Because I noticed that... when it was there, it actually was going in a bit in the wall. So I'm going to push that one a little bit forward so I can try to balance it out. Hey, RoboReal, thanks for hanging out. Kiz, wrong item. The vacuum hopper does not go there. Yeah, I know, MGG. Thank you for the backup, though. I appreciate it. Totally did that. When Kiz tries to use a vacuum hamper as a conveyor storage. I know, my bad. Thanks, guys, for backing me up. They need to make a Kismet rifle that shoots caps. Oh, there you go, baby bananas. That's a cool idea. The Kiz Cap Rifle. I already named it. The Kiz Cap Rifle. Screw the fans! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Anytime anybody hits that follow button, make sure to show them lots of love in the chat. Anytime anybody says, you know what, Kismet, I really love what you do. I love your stream, man. I want to donate to the stream to keep you going, because I know this is your full-time goal you have now of becoming a full-time streamer. Make sure to show them love, not only when they donate, but every time they come in the stream. All right. Let's go ahead and rebuild all of that. Now, this time I did store them in the workbench instead of accidentally scrapping them. I guess the right menu. All right. Now, how do you know that I stored them in the workbench? Well, right here at the bottom. Now, by the way, if you've never been to my stream before, you're going to see something super cool. That's right, a red arrow. So you don't need to look all over my screen when I am explaining something. You can look at just right here. Right there, see that number 1? That is saying that I stored it in the workbench as opposed to scrap it. That I have one in the workbench, and when I actually put that down, it's not going to use any of my resources because I stored it and didn't scrap it. Every time you scrap it, you lose the bulk of your resources that you used in the very beginning. Right, now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get it working first. Get it nice and close here. And then I'm going to build the rest of it now that I have a nice flat surface. Let's see if it's working. This way we don't have to build that whole thing about 5 times. Oh, you're so finicky. Actually, let's make sure there's something in the workbench for it to do. Oh yeah, plenty of stuff in there. Plenty of stuff in there. Alright, still not working. Oh, she's so finicky. She's so finicky. Kind of have to put it at a little bit of an angle, it feels like. We know it does work, though. So once you know the power of it does work, Donoverse, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. We're at 2,996. By the way, the next 4 people, if you're lucky enough to hit it exactly at 3,000, so I would hit the follow button now before you miss your chance, and you will get your name below the stream for all time as my 3,000th follower. I love the part where I find out who that is. Who's going to be the 3,000th follower tonight? Let's find out. Hey, Mr. Jim, do you mind? Do you mind? I'm trying to build here, bro. Do you mind? Go over there. By the way, if you didn't know that, by the way, you can pick up your robots. See that? You can actually pick them up and move them around. See that? Move them up and while you're into the thing. There.
Hold position.
Uh-oh, Sanctuary needs some help. Wu-Tang Rep, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. We're getting there. Handsome Jackers. Uh-oh, we're getting close, getting close. Who's going to be the 3K follow? Start hitting that follow button, everybody. Start hitting that follow button. Get that follow button. Yo, single plus me. Who's it going to be? We got a follow train going on. Who's it going to be? That 3,000th follower. Who is it going to be? Getting that train going on. Getting that train. So close. Oh, why did it do 2 the same? Yo, it did 2 the same. Why did it do that? All right. Let's double check it over here. For some reason, it's not showing. Oh, 2,999. There it is. Now it's updating. It is Casavari. And there's Noob Killer. Thanks so much for dropping the Drag Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. I think it might be. Who's it going to be? A whole bunch of people hit the follow button. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. Guys hit it all at the same time. Who do we got? The Harshmonk, the Dreadnought, Noob Killer, Dragonfire. Hit that follow button. Let's see. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer. Call me Case. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Come on, who's Mr. 3000? That's right. I might have to look it up on my email. I'm going to have to look it up. It's not telling me exactly who the 3,000 follower is. To me. Who's it gonna be? Fallout, baby. What does that mean? Let's see who it was. I'm gonna go back over here on Wisebot and see who it was. Follow train is broke. No, it does say someone pressed the 3,000 button. Someone is Mr. 3,000. It does say 3,000 on the follow train. That was 11 follows in a row. Holy mackerel, that was pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and look it up here. Let me confirm it. Oh, it actually says 3,006. We just confused the heck out of them because so many people pressed the follow button at once. It's now completely confused. But that's okay. That's why I have the thing here. It actually says 3,006. So let me go ahead and back up 6 people here. And there's number 7, Big Fat Girl. Thank you so much for dropping that dragon hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. That would be 3,007. Let's double check that again. 3,007. I think that was awesome. You guys totally blew up my follow trade. That was awesome. All right. What am I at? Huh. It is totally not given to me. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Hold on a second. You can watch me spinning here while I figure out who that 3,000 person was. Now, normally it'll tell me in the chat. Yes. It does confirm that Big Fat Girl is 3,006. So let's go ahead and back up. 3,005, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It was Savari right here. Let me go ahead and put this person in the chat right here. Hey, Pimp, what's up? Savari, it is you. Hey, you already knew it in the chat. It's me. That's right, Savari. It is you. Congratulations on being my 3,000th follower. It is now time for some 3,000 follower hype in the chat, everybody. Let's go ahead and get it going on, because that was a total rampage of followers there. Thanks, everybody, for hitting that follow button. Thanks, everybody, for dropping the dragon hammer and crushing that follow button. Just like that, Lazy Name 123 and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let's show lots of love for that 3,000 follower, as well as everybody who hit that follow train. Let's see. Let's go ahead and play some songs in here. Let's do it! 3,000 follower hype in the chat. It is the only time you can spam my chat when you're spreading some love. Let's go ahead and spread some love in the chat, everybody. Because I'm happy. That's right. Let's get some celebration in here. Oh, yeah. Celebrate good time. Come on. You know what happens when you get 3,000 followers? You take the hobbits to Isengard. Taking the hobbits to Isengard. You're taking the hobbits. That's right. And of course, no 3,000 follower would be complete without thee. You guys did it. You manned up. You womaned up, you pressed that follow button, you got me to 3,000 followers. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. Thanks for all 3,000 people who have pressed that follow button over all the time here. I've gone from 35 followers to 3,000 followers in just about a year since I've got serious about being a full-time streamer. I love streaming, literally hanging out with you guys. We've already been doing Fallout 4 here for about an hour and 45 minutes. I was doing about 4 or 5 hours of hanging out with my team before that on the stream with our grand awards, and it literally feels like 10 minutes has gone by. That's when you know you're doing something that you love. I love hanging out with you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. So much. I appreciate it. Look at all that love hype in the chat. Look at that love. And of course, we could not throw out love without getting this another love song right here. Where's my love song? Thank you so much, EJ Penzer, for that follow. We are just crushing it now. Archdyro, wow, look at that follow train. We are just destroying that follow train now. Let's get that train going. Follow train in effect. All right, everybody. And of course, one of my favorites to do is this one right here. He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. All right. And of course, we're now going to go on to 5,000 is my next big goal. But of course, we're going to have to make to 4,000 first. So we're going to have to push every day and get to it. Let's listen to a little bit of this while we build some more ultimate sorting machine. So it's still not working, though. It's still not working. Let's stay at it, though. Let's not give up. So we're going to have to... I think we're going to have to lower it even more. Lower it even more. Nope, can't go anymore. So that doesn't work. You got to get rid of that. That is not going to work. So we tried it. It's not going to work. It's okay if you do something, you make a mistake, or it doesn't work. Just keep working at it. And I find that we had to put it at like a weird angle here. We had to put it at a weird... There it goes. Okay, now I'm going to stop it again. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of on the corner at an angle. It thinks the workbench is in the corner. So that makes me kind of think maybe we could take it and put it around this way. Maybe we could put it this way, guys. Let's try that. Put it right up against here. And let's see if that works. If that works, that would be awesome. That would be even better than the way we had it. Come on, work. Oh, it works! Okay, okay, okay. Yay, even better. See, sometimes when you do stuff, right, and it doesn't work out, that's okay. Both in real life and in game, it's okay. Don't let it stop you from doing the great things that you want to do. Just because you may fail at something doesn't mean that it's not worth trying to do it, right? Especially when you want to try something that you really want to do. Like in my case, I want to build a sorter here for it to automatically sort all my goodies, right? So I don't have to sort it manually. I'm literally going to make a sorter here that goes like this, if it'll let me put it there. No, it's not going to let me put that there. But let me go ahead and try to extend it here. Turn around this way. There we go. All right, I'm going to extend that out just a little bit. Try that sorter again. I may have to rotate it the other way. Oh, yeah, it does. It is going the other way. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay, that may work actually right here. Let's go ahead and just put it there. Okay. Now that's probably going to be better. Let's see if we can get our storage on the end. Yep, we get our storage that way. And our storage this way, and now we've got a sorter. So how do I make the sorter work? That's the thing in the middle. Those two things are containers over there, and this is called a hopper. Now the vacuum hoppers, what they do is they pull stuff out of other containers. So originally I'd said vacuum hopper out of one of those containers, right? And then I had this moment, if I can find my thing for it, hold on. I had this moment. Okay. I had this very long moment. I had this very long moment where I was trying to do something. There we go. And it took a long time. Okay, I was trying to do something, and then like lightning, it struck my brain. I said, wait a minute. What would the ultimate sorter be, right? What would be the ultimate way to sort stuff for all the times that you spent micromanaging your workbench? Wouldn't it be awesome if it grabbed it right out of the workbench? Well, that's what I tried. I put a little stove down and I put it next to it to see if it would pull it from the stove. Didn't work. I said, okay, well, I tried. I said, you know what? I'm going to go try it on the workbench itself. And then I put it right next to the workbench like we've got right now. And then I told it I want to sort it. Now here in this one, we're going to need to put stuff in there, so we're telling it what to sort. All right, so we're going to do that right now. We want it to sort the carrots that it may farm, the corn that it may farm, right? We want it to sort the mute fruit, of course, the purified water. We want it to sort that for sure. So we're going to go ahead and put one of those each in the sorter. And look, even razor grain. Let's go ahead and put one of those in there. Let's put one of those in there. And, of course, some potatoes. So we want to sort any food and water into a separate one and then everything else into the other one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and test it out. Like so. So I'm going to give it power. Now I could put a power switch on there, but I'm just going to skip it for now. And in theory, if it were working, what's going to happen is it's going to start pulling stuff out of the workbench and running along here and sorting it. All right? And hopefully it works. So it was just working a second ago. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you. Is there nothing in the workbench? There's a whole bunch of stuff in the workbench. Now, this is a tricky thing to do. It's a tricky thing to make this work. Now, you got to give it a minute because we know it works. So we got to give it a minute to see if it's going to actually pull stuff from the workbench. And it's a bit feisty. Like, we saw that it worked. And then the second we killed the power and then added stuff to it, then it stopped working. Which is tough. Now, here's a little workaround that I think will probably work. If I go ahead and go back in the workbench, I pick it up, and then I carry it over here, and I say, you know what? I changed my mind. Put it back. So it puts it back, and let's see if that resets it, and now it starts to grab it. Because that's always a good thing. Reset the item, or store it in the workbench, bring it back out again. See if that fixes it. Not fixing it. Let's go ahead and take the power off, and then we'll store this in the workbench. And we'll go ahead and then try it again, because we know it works. We had it right there. And then we'll take that power, run it down here, and see if it works now. Like so. No moss. Doesn't look like it's working, but we'll give it a second. So you're going to run into these problems, both in real life and other things. It's just a problem to be solved. The most powerful thing, though, is knowing that you can solve the problem. Thank you, game is fun. Kids, I just got here. What are you doing? I'm building a sorter at each of my settlements while I'm running around grabbing everything. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out in the stream. Thanks for all those followers. Kismet, you got to power the sorter. Actually, you don't. You don't have to power the sorter. I found out last time that you only have to power one thing, and then it powers all the rest of it. Notice the conveyors are working everywhere. So the sorter will still work despite you not powering it. So another little Kismet tip for you. Okay, there's something definitely wrong here because it's not grabbing stuff out of the workbench. So let's go ahead and just take the sorter here out. Like so. And, oh wait, we got to power the sorter. We got enough power up there for the sorter. We got 10 power up there, right? 10 power, yes, we got enough power for the sorter. And then move it a little bit closer, fiddle with some more. There it goes. Okay, sorter. Get back over here, bro. I'm going to probably lose some materials on the ground here. Ugh. But once we get it working, there we go. Okay, now it's working. We lost some stuff on the ground. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so all the stuff that is not the stuff that we put in the sorter. Notice the sorter's working. No power to it. I've got 10 power up. We heard it ding. Let's go see. There it goes, sorting that food for us. Anything that's not in this sorter, purified water, meat, fruit, potato, corn, razor grain, or carrot, will automatically go straight through into this other container. So it'll constantly be pulling stuff out of those containers and putting them in these two containers here. And this is just a small sorter. We will be building a mega sorter later on. So it's just going to do all the work for me, which is just so cool. We're going to grab all that stuff out of there. We're just testing it. There goes some more stuff. We've got some springs, which should go straight. That should come straight through. Yep. And so on. But we're not going to wait for it, by the way. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab everything out of there. And let it sort all the rest of that another time. We don't need to sit around and wait for that. We're going to go over here. We're going to get all this mute fruit and food. And we know our sorter works. So we're just going to let it keep running. Going to let it keep running. And if we wanted to test it, by the way, you can just put just a few things in. The best thing to do is take everything out and just put a few things in there. Like, let's try purified water, right? We want to test purified water. We're just going to go ahead and put one in there. And we're going to see if it pulls it. Pulls it. It should go in here and make a ding. And then it should go into that one way over there. There it goes. And our sorter is working perfectly. I think the sorter is the single greatest thing they added in the Contraption Workshop. At least that's what I like. Because it allows me to sort all of my stuff very, very easily.
Hey, come on.
Come on, Misfit Jim. Now we got an extra conveyor over here that I'm going to go ahead and scrap because I'm not going to use it right now. And that is fixed and ready to go. I don't have to do anything else with that. That's good to go. We out of here. So we did learn that you can do it through the wall. Got to play around with it a bit. It does take some fiddling around. Notice I was out of my power armor as well. Now I've also need some water before I go, so I can use the water pump to get that water. Now if you do have any questions or comments for me, you like that lightning, man? If you do have any questions or comments for me, my name is Kismet. You can put my name is right here below me, Kiz or Kismet, in the chat. It'll highlight in red. If I did miss your question at any point, I do watch my stream pretty closely. But if I did miss it, just throw it in there again. That's okay. And just put my name, Kiz or Kismet. It'll highlight in red. It'll highlight right at the very top, so I'll be able to see it when you're typing to me. All right? And I do watch back on the thing. Not enough power, says Derek. No, I have plenty of power. Swap. What's up? This order needs power. No, it doesn't. I did not need to power it because I learned last time I don't need to power it. I only have to power one thing on the chain and it powers the entire thing. You just got to make sure you have enough power actually up at the top. And I know I have enough power at the top because, oh, that's not working. That water pump's not working, which I'll talk about in a second. I know I have enough power at the top because I have 10 power on top of it and it takes about 9 power to run it. So I know I have plenty of power up there. Okay, now notice how this pump wasn't working. How do we know it's not working? If you look at the very bottom down there, there's a red raindrop, right? There's a red drop down there, and it's red. And when I'm drinking out of this, what should happen is that my I'll get a message that I'm drinking, right? If it doesn't work, what you do is you go in, you store it in the workbench, and then you bring it back out again and put that water pump back down, like so. And then drink out of it then. And then you actually are drinking purified water out of here. And then look, there we go. You feel better, but still thirsty. And then we'll get another message. There we go, still parched. And we can literally just drink right out of there so we don't have to waste our purified water. And now I'm properly hydrated. Good. Does say I need to sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep a full 8 hours to get that well rested. As well as it'll be daytime and all of that. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed some more Kismet tips. Kiz, what is your favorite weapon in Fallout 4? A great question, Archdyro. My favorite weapon is this weapon right here, the Overseer's Guardian. Now, people ask me all the time, oh, I failed to, really, Sanctuary needed my help. Sanctuary didn't need my help. The Overseer's Guardian is my favorite weapon. Now, what are my mods on there? What people ask me all the time. I'll go ahead and show you what those are. I go ahead and add the 308 receiver on there. I add the long ported barrel because it's going to give me a lot of boost and damage. I can literally one-shot stuff in very early levels. Later on, it does take about a couple shots. The recoil compensating stock. So when I shoot, it recoils and I come right back down within a few seconds and then shoot again. Really great for headshots. So you headshot them and then headshot them again and headshot them until they die. It usually takes 2 or 3 times. The large quick eject mag, so I have basically 40 ammo every time I'm shooting the Overseer's Guardian, which is great because you can just literally unload on stuff when it gets too close to you. Now, if you notice, I have the reflex sight. Now, why did I put the reflex sight on it, right? I took the automatic part off. I took the scope off because I like to, what I call hip fire, right? You can hip fire when stuff gets too close to you. You can aim fire, get that extra bit of damage because you're aiming, right? Like you're sniping. And you can also crouch and aim to get 200 damage. 200 damage per shot. Boom, 200 damage. Boom, 200 damage. So you're just totally annihilating stuff once you get the Overseer's Guardian and you put it into that configuration. Of course, the muzzle brake also adding to that damage, adding to the accuracy of the weapon. Now, I would suggest you guys give that a try. You can see I'm doing about 180 damage with the Overseer's Guardian. I can also fire very, very quickly. Watch how fast I can fire the Overseer's Guardian. Here's a hip fire. Here's an aimed fire. Right? And I can fire pretty accurately because watch how many times I can hit the same thing. Let's just go ahead and shoot at this right here. I'm going to try to hit that dot right there. But not from this close. That's too easy. Let's back up. Hopefully Misfit Jim doesn't stand in front of him. Let's back up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 headshots. 10 headshots. 10 times 200 is 2,000 damage I just did. 2,000 damage to that chair. I'm surprised the chair didn't explode. So there we go. That's why I love the Overseer's Guardian. I'm really good with it. If there's something way up here on the top, we're like right there. Boom, headshot, dead. Just like that. Sorry, Misfit Jim. I hope I didn't just hit you. I didn't just hit you with my gun. Sorry, my bad. My bad, bro. My bad. Okay, so we're out of here. We need some food, though. Let's eat some food. What do we got food-wise? We got plenty of food. Got some corn. Tasty, tasty corn. Lots and lots of corn. Let's have some meat fruit. Tasty. All right, we out of here. Let's roll on to the next settlement. Kids, I was planning on turning Spectral Island into a depressing, miserable, efficient factory with robot workers. How I do this? What you do is you go in and you build a whole platform. You build a whole bunch of robot factory stuff in there and put a whole bunch of robots. Make sure you guard them with some cement walls, though, because if they do get hit or killed, they will be dead forever, which really sucks. Kids, you know where to get circuitry? I've been looking for so long. Absolutely, Noob Killer. Now, for those of you who don't want any spoilers, put your fingers in your ears. Don't watch for a minute or so because I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler. And I like to warn you guys before I do that. The circuitry is a great place to find anywhere you find a phone. By the way, phones are an incredible, great way to find circuitry. Now, of course, one of the greatest places to find not only circuitry, but other great things is at all hospitals. So you want to walk around for wherever there's a hospital and run in there and do what I call super looting. Super looting is where you go in and you take everything out of the instance. I mean everything. So you go and you grab it all. First you kill everybody. Then you grab it all and you put it into a container. Right? Then you're not overburdened anymore. You just put it in any container. You find a desk or you find a red toolbox or whatever. Put it all into there. Okay? If you get overburdened. And then run back, get a whole bunch more stuff, put it in there. Run back, get more stuff, put it in there until you got all the stuff you can get in that one container. Then save. Make sure to save. That's very important. Now, if you're not playing in survival mode, you're playing in, say, normal mode or hard mode, and you have the ability to quick travel, and you have the strong back perk where you can quick travel while overburdened, you are styling. Because you can take everything out of there, even if it's like 9,000 weight worth of stuff, and you can quick travel, whoom, back. You got to go out of the instance, obviously, and then quick travel back to Sanctuary or wherever your home base is and drop it all in the workbench, which is what I did in my last playthrough in survival mode before they added the limitation of you not to be able to quick travel. Now, if you can't quick travel, you can also call a vertibird in survival mode and just take the vertibird back, right? If you're overburdened like me. And Brotherhood Knight. Oh, my brothers in the Brotherhood. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Now, again, if you are overburdened and you have quick travel, what you can do is just save or put everything in that one container, save, and then just take as much as you can carry, quick travel back, throw it in the workbench. Quick travel back again, go to that container, take as much as you can carry, much as your companion can carry, jump back to Sanctuary, drop it all there again, and just rinse and repeat until you've collected every single thing out of that instance, and voila, you've got thousands of resources now. Just keep doing that, jumping back and forth, back and forth. I would suggest a strong back perk though, because this way you can just do it all in one leap, right? You can grab everything out of the workbench and in one shot and do it, which is great. Which is awesome. I feel the Dragon Hammer. Who's going to be that awesome person that's dropping the Dragon Hammer? Who's it going to be? It's going to be Crossfire. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, pressing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Now, again, anytime anybody hits that follow button, make sure to show them lots and lots of love in the chat, everybody. I hope you guys like my cool death counter for those of you who are new to my channel. Yes, I have died 81 times in the new survival mode. I also get the question, Kismet, how long have you played this game? I am coming up on 1,200 hours. That is not an exaggeration. I was at 1,198 hours when I started. Doolin Updike, thank you so much for Daniel Updike. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. So yes, I was at 1,196 hours when I started today. I would say that we are probably at 96, 97, 98. So in a couple hours from now, I will hit 1,200 hours in Fallout 4, which I love this game. This game is so good. It really is. It's really one of the greatest games they come out with because there is so much to do in it. If you have not discovered settlements, if you've not discovered all of the side quests or just went on a walk, just get out and start walking. Go on a neighborhood watch, right? Go around and say, hey, there's some bad guys. Blast them. Blah, 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 blast them. You don't have to pick up the loot. Just walk along and just blast them all. It's incredibly fun to just get lost in the wasteland. And I played 1,200 hours, and there's still some stuff I haven't seen. There's still some side quests I haven't run into yet. I actually saw some new side quests in my next playthrough here. So just a little heads up. That's what I suggest. Get out there and have a fun time. Kid said where my settlement is. Is that where your settlement is, Noob Killer? Thank you, Fallout Junkie. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. 12 backwards is 21. That is true. This is the truth. You should get the Pain Train perk. It's fun. I've never tried that. I'm going to definitely try that at some point. Try that at some point. Has Kids beat the game yet? Well, one time, Derek. One time I beat it. That was it. One time I used the railroad. I was on the railroad quest. I don't want to give the ending away. But yes, I have done the railroad. I have not done the other ones. I think this time I'm going to do the Brotherhood. But again, I don't get in any rush. So the problem when you rush is you have this game, right? And say it has this many hours, right? And of course, you want to finish it the first. And you want to be the highest level, the quickest. So what you do with your journey and your enjoyment of the game, you do this. It starts to shrink. And you're like, I got like 20 hours out of this game. And I paid 60 bucks. I got 1,200 hours out of this game. And I paid 60 bucks as well. So who had the more fun? Who had the better journey? Well, I did because it's my type of game. It's the way I like to play. Of course, it's your game. You can play it however you want. But I'm just saying, if you make the journey more enjoyable and longer, you'll get more out of the game and you'll get more for your money. Now, I've also bought the DLC. It would cost me 30 bucks, but even if it was 50 bucks, it's still totally worth it because I have tried all of the DLC as well. It's incredibly good. I have not tried any mods. I do not cheat. I do not shortcut. I do not glitch. I believe that does shorten, yet again, your journey. And the journey is the most important part, I find, in any game. It's the most enjoyable part for me, anyway. That's the way I play. Again, your game. You play it however you want. Not that I'm against mods. I just don't do it early on in the game cycle. I will do that much later on, and I will try every single mod, by the way. I will try every single one to extend the gameplay life. Early on, I don't need to extend it because, of course, I'm still doing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and throw down, and like a big boss man, we're going to throw down a grenade. Throw down a grenade here. And we're going to wait for our ride. We out of here. We're going to the next settlement. We out of here. Oh, we got Fallout Junkie hanging out. Brother Ending is so good, kids. Oh, I can't wait, Derek. No spoilers, though. Kids, I'm level 178, and I haven't been to the Institute yet. Ha ha ha, MGG. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. Get every bit out of that game. Get every bit out of it. You paid for it. You deserve it. You deserve to get every bit of enjoyment out of that game. I believe so. That's the way I play games. I believe you paid for it. You should get enjoyment out of it. There you go. All right. Here they come. Let's go. Oh, while we're waiting for this as well, I have played, kind of cut down my 1,200 hours for you and how I've played through the game. Usually I say at the top of the stream. I forgot today. What I did, I first played 500 hours in normal mode. I got to level 91. I felt like, it's getting too easy. I'm going to go ahead and just jump straight to survival mode. So that's what I did. Now, I could have just stayed at level 91, right? Where are we going to go next? Let's see. Let's go up here to 10 Pines. We're going to do all the top ones first. Up to 10 Pines we go. So what I could have done was just jump over there in survival mode at level 91. But that would be too easy. That'd be too easy. You want a little bit of challenge. You want to feel what it's really like to start at the very beginning in survival mode. So I threw 500 hours of gameplay away and started all over in survival mode. And it was hard. It was hard in the very beginning because you're just getting one-shotted the whole time. And everybody on the stream watched me play, starting from the very beginning all over again. So I played that for 440 hours and got all the way up again, level 94, getting a little too easy. And guess what dropped? The new survival mode. So again, threw away that 440 hours with a total of 940 hours that I threw away and started completely over again here in the new survival mode. And now I got to level 94, by the way, in the previous survival mode. In the new survival mode, I'm now level 71. So if you add that up, I'm like level 260. But I don't really care about levels. I care about getting the most enjoyment out of the game as possible. So I could go and grind levels and do that and be really super high level. But I find that actually takes a bit away from the game because you'd never struggled at the beginning of the new survival mode, which is what I like to do. I like that beginning struggle. That's why I have so many deaths, is because I went and I tried stuff that was way above my level. Way above my level. But I got them, though. I kept at it, and I got them no matter what. Even if it was way above my level, and I still thought, there's probably not a smart idea, I went and did it anyway, and I would just stand back, boom, snipe them, boom, snipe them, boom, snipe them, even though they were way overpowered for what I was at that level I was at the time. And if you want to see how I started the new survival mode, you're like, Kismet, how did you get such a fantastic start on the new survival mode? Or how can I build awesome settlements like you and become an awesome settlement overseer? You can see all of that stuff on my YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat for you. Kaboom, right there on how to become an awesome settlement overseer. You can see my mega builds there. You can see all sorts of great tips and ideas also on Fallout 4 and other games too. If you like Star Wars The Old Republic, there's some stuff up there for that. If you like Fallout Shelter, I've got some guides up there. I love Fallout Shelter, one of my favorite mobile games. I can't wait for it to come to PC. Going to be awesome. I'll be playing that on the stream as well. So there you go. Great overview. How do you like my very involved and to the very detailed answers? Very detailed answers. So there we go. So yes, I did start again in the new survival mode. All over again. Kids, I made a Discord account for my friends. Can have me some advice on how to customize the group, and I can join your group. Yes, what you want to do is you want to go in and adjust your server settings. You want to create some limits on what people can do. So you just go in there, you create a bunch of server settings and say, hey, these people are my moderators, or the people who can, officers, or whatever you want to call them, who can moderate the channel. So you get some people in there being jerks, and you're like, hey, I'm going to mute that guy, or I'm going to boot that guy. You can have some people backing you up. Of course, you want to give yourself that power if it's your server as well, which you normally do by default, by the way, is the first person in there. And then you go through and you set different set of limits. Can they get into the channel? Can they not get into the channel? That'd actually make a great video. I'm going to have to add that to my potential videos I may make. I have so many in the row right now that I don't know if I'm going to get to it soon, but I will get to it eventually. Let me go ahead and put that in my video ideas. How to customize Discord permissions. There you go. Now, on my Discord, I have 3 different sections. I have a public section that anybody can get to. Anybody here on the stream, by the way. If you are a follower, feel free to go into Discord. Hang out with some great people in there and chat in there. There's a public section. There's a Twitch member section that I can, if I know you're a Twitch person, if somebody from my Twitch channel, I can go ahead and upgrade you. You can hang out with all the people in there and hang out with all the Twitch people. And then I have a separate section that is for my members as well. So it has 3 separate sections. So it does take some fuddling around with it to make all that work. And you also have to assign people different rankings as they come in. So they have different levels of privileges, different rooms they can get into. Got to set all that up. It is very time consuming. It took me quite a while to set mine up. But that would make a great video. So thanks for that idea of making that video. Deathofile! Thank you so much for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Baby Bananas. Just love saying Baby Bananas' name. I'm not saying it for any reason. It's just awesome. Kids, should I get Fallout 4? I'm still thinking. If this is your type of game, if you like Fallout at all, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Now, you can wait for it to go on sale if you want. Now, that's another thing. Great transition, by the way. Great transition to something that's on sale right now. If you want to get Doom, it is on sale right now on Steam. Let's go and take a look. Let's go take a look real quick. While we're at it. Bloop, get Steam up here. Steamy. Let's get Steam up here, and I'm going to go to the store. Now, again, I am not sponsored by anybody, so if I tell you something, I'm just telling you totally legit. Check it out right here. Doom is on sale, $60 it was. It is now $35.99. Guess who bought Doom today? I did. That's right. I bought that game because it's 40% off in Steam. I was like, whoa, boom, sign me up for that, baby. So if you like Doom, and you know, Bethesda's been just hitting home runs. I like the Doom. I've been watching people play Doom. I also got the demo of Doom. And it is just really, really good. Now, if you can't afford it, that's cool. They also have a demo in there that you can try out. It's like the first level of Doom. It is the old school Doom. It is the traditional good game Doom in the new one. They didn't try to make it anything with new fancy technology or make it into an Overwatch or something like that. They made it Doom. It is a Doom game. If you like Doom, definitely want to get it. If you like Fallout 4, if that's your type of game, hands down recommend for sure. Absolutely, without any qualms whatsoever. It's a game that I love to play. I'm a big fan of the Fallout series, though I did never finish 2 and 3, by the way. I played Fallout 1 so many times, I can't even tell you. Thousands of hours in Fallout 1 back in the day when it was released. Little tidbit of knowledge, by the way, while we're running over here to the workbench. We got a couple robots here. Misfit Jim over here. Look how perfect I had set this up, huh? There's Aang! Let's go and let's get moving, Aang, so I can send Misfit Jim, who is now full of resources, down to the castle. Off he goes. And let's talk a bit about that. So I'll tell you a little secret about me. I'm a graphic designer. I've been a graphic designer 25 years. I've done pretty much all the type of design you can do. Posters, billboards, magazines, ads in the paper, cereal boxes, labels on the side of Kahlua. When you're drinking like a Kahlua, that label on the side, I have actually worked on that before. I worked on every type, gloss, foils, stamped things, you name it. Just every type of thing you could do. Books I've worked on in graphic design. And one of the things that I worked on way back in the day, the place I was working for had this awesome client that combines two of the things that I love, both graphic design and games, in one interplay. So I actually worked on the materials for the original Fallout box. All the materials that you used to get in the boxes when you bought them back in the day. Very cool little tidbit of knowledge about Kismet. So there you go. Little personal knowledge there. Hope you guys like that kind of personal stuff. Jacob Rebbe, what's up? Thanks for hanging out in the stream. You're welcome, Babe Bananas. I just saying hey. I just like saying your name from time to time. Kiz, I have to fight Swan with level 7 with 3 Motovs, a pipe ammo pistol, 400 rounds, a submachine gun with 125. Here's what you do, MGG. You go in and you line of sight that baby. Line of sight him. That's how I got him last time. I think I got him like a level 10 or something like that, or level 13. I can't remember. In one of my playthroughs, I got him at a very, very low level. I think it's a highlight here on the stream as well. So what I did was I accidentally aggroed him. I didn't mean to aggro him. I was just trying to go around him. And he aggroed, and I go, oh, well, I'll give it a try. So I got behind that fountain, and I was just, woohoo, line of sight, went shh around the corner. If you guys know Athene, a little Athene action there. So I just kind of hit around the corner, waiting for him to throw that rock, hit the fountain, and popped out again, pew, 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 with my little pew shooter, and then came back and kept doing that back and forth. And just try to keep him line of sighted whenever he's throwing that giant rock, which is an insta-death, by the way. And Jacob Rabbit, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Let's show him some love in the chat, everybody. Yes, so that is my suggestion on that. Because I would insta-die at that low level in the new survival mode. Okay, so we've got our new robot here. We've got to find the workbench, which is not inside that house, which is where I was looking for in there. It's actually right here. And we're going to go ahead. Oh, we got to look at all this stuff. Oh, I forgot all this stuff in here. Remember when we killed all those robot guys and put them in here like 50 hours ago? That was a long time ago. That was like 20 days ago. All right. But now we're back and it was still in there, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and trade with Aang here. By the way, Aang is one of my greatest members, by the way. He has been with us all 14 years. All 14 years. I'm the leader and founder of my team, Kismet, Ring of Destiny. I'm actually wearing my shirt right now. Look, it proves right there. I'm the leader. Kismet, Ring of Destiny, one of the longest running gaming guilds, been together 14 years. And who was that awesome person? Ghost Robot Knight. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you hanging out in the stream. Let's show them lots of love anytime anybody hits that follow button. Especially if they say, Kismet, I really love what you do, man. With all my Patreons who go to Patreon and support me there, as well as those who go to Gaming for Good and donate or subscribe. Thank you also to all of those as well. They keep the stream going. They are the ones that make the magic. My job is just to do the best I can, and donations is what keeps me going. So thank you so much. All right. And let's go ahead and give Aang some more stuff. Maybe we give him all this purified water. Ooh, look at that. I think we may even get underburdened. What is this craziness? Not walking around overburdened. Wow, you mean pre-planning this stuff out in advance actually helps? I think it does. Because I planned this out in advance. What I did was I sent my robots to different places that I knew I would eventually come to and grab all the resources and put them on the robots and have the robots run them back. Because that's what I call the Kismet RDS, or the Kismet Robot Delivery System. So basically what happens is you take your robots, you make a bunch of robots, about 5 or 10, and you send them to your different settlements. And you say, you know what, instead of me walking it from the Red Rocket truck stop all the way over to the castle, right? Or castle. Where's castle? Castle over here. I'm losing it today. Instead of me walking it all the way to the castle or carrying it on my companion all the way to the castle, I'll just send my robot there and it will deliver it there for me. And then I'll go there and I'll collect it from the robot and then be able to take it from there to Spectacle Island, which we're going to do later on. All right. All right, so we've got all of that. We are now no longer overburdened. Now that I've got a bunch of you's attention, let's go ahead and just take a moment while we're chilling out here. And let's go up here. Got a little bit of a Kismet kill box going on there. Let's kind of just look around and enjoy the view. Hope there's something going on way over there. A bug. I one-shot this bug. Oh, it's a legendary.
Huh?
The legendary, he's going to come back. Let's put the Kismet kill box on it. Come on.
Nah.
Come on. There's a legendary, so I couldn't one-shot him. That was a good shot, though. That was a one-shot, and I hit him from way over here. That's what's so awesome about the Overseer's Guardian. All I got to do is put that little green circle on something, and I got it. I hate these flying ones. They're really tough to get. We keep pulling him over here until he gets too close. The flying sideways, they're hard to get. Come on. Come on, keep coming. Get out in the open where I can shoot you. Oh, come on. I should be hitting him there. There we go. Got him. Okay, now if you got too close, these machine guns obviously would aggro on him and take him out. That's why I call that the Kismet kill box. Of course, normally I put a lot more, but I'm totally slacking on all my settlements here. Totally slacking on. All right, so we're going to take a second here while we look at the scenery to check out some of these awesome photos that people have sent me on Twitter. Now, if you have something cool that you did send me, go ahead and send it to me via Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at KismetBP. Oh, who is that awesome person? Is that off of there? Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Who was it? It was Lack77. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. All right, let's try that again. Actually, let me go ahead and put that below my alerts. Somehow that got above my alerts. There we go. And now we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that members have sent in. I've already got them ready here. If I can find them, there we are. And first we're going to look at Jeff's items that he sent me. Look at this cool thing that he made. Again, if you want to send me stuff on Twitter, just send it to @KismetBP, like Bravo Papa. The BP stands for Blood Pledge, by the way, which is another name for guild or team. Back in the day, we used to play this game called Lineage, is where we got that BP name. All right. So there it is. Cool thing that Jeffers is making there. I like that, how he's using the top there as a Kismet kill box on that elevator. That is cool. That is cool. See what else he's got here. Here he's building out. Check out this really detailed work. I was really impressed by this. Look at this detailed work right in here. Look at that. With the cement. And look, this is the sanctuary. You can see that's the sanctuary, middle one. And he's got this really awesome bunker going on here. He's got a cool doorway there. He's got one of these little roll-up doors. And he's got a really cool walkway around the outside, the scaffolding. That is cool. Cool stuff. By the way, if you've never seen my 3D arrow, I hope you guys dig that. If you ever see that on anybody else's stream, you say, hey, I saw that on Kismet's first. Kismet came up with that idea. Because it makes it super easy for me to point things out to you. Now, you got your Kismet kill box going up here where you put turrets across the whole top. And then, of course, he's got this kind of spiral thing coming down. Very, very cool. Cool. And our last shot here, a little bit closer. And I like the fact that he's got the power. This one's all about the power. I like the fact that he's got the power chained up here, and then it kind of comes across and hits it dead center in the middle. That's like perfectly across from the power line. That was really well done. Really well done. Now, that's not the only thing I've got in there. Of course, I've got some here from Sister Wolf, who made some really awesome stuff. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Is that beautiful or what? Look at that. Oh, what is such a beautiful garden. I saw this, and I was like, I hope Tellus is on the stream. Tellus, I hope you're there. I hope you're there watching this. Because look at this beautiful garden. Look at this. She's using dirt foundations here. These are new. If you haven't seen these before. You basically put the mute fruit in there, and you can make yourself a giant, beautiful garden. That is so awesome, Sister Wolf. So awesome. John Michael, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. So let's show John some love in the chat, everybody. So very cool, Sister Wolf. I love all the stuff that you guys send me, by the way. I love checking it out. I love seeing the Kismet kill box. If you don't know what that is, you should check my videos out on YouTube. But look at this, another cool shot here. And see, we're using the new purified waters down there. We've got a switch right here, which runs all the power here. And, of course, got a cool elevator from the new contraptions that allow you to go up and down. That is too cool. A lot of other cool shots. Go ahead and go through. Look at this. We've got a nice, cool Kismet kill box going on here. Look at that. Beautiful Kismet kill box lining up. Not quite a 3.0. It's more of a 2.0, but very, very cool. Because a 3.0 actually has supports at the bottom. But this looks quite beauty-must. Look at this beautiful, garden that she made here. It looks like it's Spectacle Island, right? Is that Spectacle Island? No, that's Country Crossing. Country Cottage. Country Cottage build. That's what that is. If I'm right. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? That's a little Groundhog Day for you guys. Look at this. Whole bunch of people just standing around. They're all in like military outfits. Again, look at Sister Wolf. Really putting in a lot of time and effort. They got the beret on. They've got the whole military style. They've got all the weapons there. There's got some power armor back there. That is just too cool. That is a great shot. Great shot. Again, I love to see all the stuff you guys send me. See what else we got here. Another side shot. Very cool. With a Kismet kill box way off the top of it here. That's very cool. And that's the other kill box we looked over there. Detected. Some very cool stuff there. That is an awesome greenhouse, like a 4-level greenhouse. And more of the inside. Here's a whole scrapping area. Which is cool. Look at all these scrapping stations. Oh, I like this a lot. I like that because it's got lots of scavenging stuff. All your people are going to scavenge stuff and they're going to put it in the workbench for you so you don't have to. So it basically saves you the time of running around and getting some of the resources. Your actual followers will get the resource too. Here's the bunkhouse. Very cool. I love the stairways, by the way. You built the stairways like perfect. Look how beautiful those are. Lots of room for them to walk through there so they don't get stuck. They've got spacing between the beds so their happiness goes up. Just really well built. That is really, really well built. You're getting so good, Sister Wolf. Getting so good. And of course, there's a Kismet kill box hanging off the side of the building. Very, very cool. Like it. Like it. All right. So those are our awesome tweets. Now, if you do want to tweet some to me, I will show them on the next stream. So go ahead and tweet those out to me. I will be glad to show those off. Show them off big time. All right. So what are we going to do next? Well, again, we're going to continue our trek along here. We might just do a bit of these settlements and then call it after that, because I don't want to go to every single settlement and not have enough time to clear Spectacle Island or do any building. So I think about right here is good. You guys get the idea. Let's just go ahead and go straight to the castle, and then we'll mount our attack on Spectacle Island. Well, let's go ahead and throw down a grenade and get that coming in. We've got Aang, who's going to come with us. Making sure we don't have any other robots here. Nope. No other robots. Let's go ahead and check this. Now, I could go in and build another sorter, but I think you guys got the idea with the sorter. That you can go to every single settlement and do the sorter. I want to build the mega sorter. That's what we're going to do over at Spectacle Island. There we go. Oh, yeah, you're 5.0. I almost forgot. Almost forgot the 5.0. I thought it was in there. I might have skipped it. I might have skipped it. .0. I don't know where it went. Sort of saved it out. Apparently, it ate it. That's why it didn't show up in the list of stuff. Might have to tweet it to me again. For some reason it doesn't show up. Let me search. Get my search on. Yep. Looks like it ate it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to your Twitter and so I can find it there. There it is. Yeah, I could have sworn I saved that in there. Save it in there again. Save it in there again. All right, so I'm going to go and show just one more photo here of the Kismet Killbox 5.0 that Sister Wolf made here. Let's get that in here. Okay, now I could have sworn I saved that out, but who knows? The mysterious things that happen in technology. Boom! Check that out. Now that is cool. Look at that. We've actually got a rounded Kismet Killbox here. Basically, a Kismet Killbox is just putting turrets on a flat platform so they can fire in all directions at once, which is super awesome. Look at 3 levels of turrets. I feel sorry for anybody who's dumb enough to attack that settlement. Kiss that settlement goodbye, or kiss those guys goodbye. Anybody who tries to attack that settlement, big time, big time. All right. Now finished Kismet will be 3.0. Oh, I thought so, Sister Wolf. So there we go. Loot Crate Kismet. Yes, coming up next. I will definitely open that Loot Crate. Tweet them, Kismet. I found them. I went to your channel and found them. All right. There we go. Making sure everybody else is chatting me. Woo! Always seem to be me and Sister sending pics. Yeah, Jeffers. Yeah, also Daniel sends pics from time to time, too. They're on your page. That's what it is. I saw them. Actually, I'm subscribed to your page. I'm following your page, so that's probably why I saw them. They popped up in my regular feed, and they were not directly to me. I think that's what it was. Don't forget to get on the Vertibird. I know. I don't want to miss my Vertibird. Let's hurry up before we miss it. I have actually missed the Vertibird before. Foreshadowing! Oh, that was awesome foreshadowing. Come on. That was perfect timing. I couldn't have... If I was trying to do that, I couldn't have made that better. Look at that. I was running to it, and it went away. That's exactly what happened to me last time. I literally was running for the Vertibird, and it took off before I could get on it. Well, luckily, I have a few more Vertibird grenades. I'll just call another one in. So again, well, there you go. Now you know, another Kismet tip. Don't wait too long to get on the Vertibird. I should have hit escape. Should have hit escape instead of waiting for it. But if you wait too long, the Vertibird will just take off. So screw you. I'm out of here. But then again, if you have another grenade, it will call them in. I'm getting low on grenades, too. Low on grenades. I might have to go to the Pridwin at some point and get it. There we go. Oh, Lord. He's not in the proper regulation attire, Buckminst. By the way, if you are new to my stream, thanks for hanging out in the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you chilling out. We have a lot of fun in here. We do lots of silly stuff like Miss Vertibirds, like you saw right there. We're going to go to the castle here, and we're going to build our mega sorter here in just a minute. So we're going to go to Spectacle Island. Now, I have not cleared Spectacle Island on this playthrough. I have on previous playthroughs. But what we're going to need to do is go down here to the castle. And boom, all the way to the bottom here.
All systems go. We're clear for takeoff.
And oh, actually, I should have went to the Pridwin first and then went to the
All
castle.
weapon
That would have been
systems
smarter.
are
But
go.
we'll
Good
go to the
shooting,
go to the castle. We'll go ahead and drop off a lot of the stuff that we're carrying in the castle, and then we'll go ahead and try to take out the Spectacle Island and open that up. Now, the reason why I want to use Spectacle Island is it's one of the largest places that you can build in the base game. Now, I don't use mods. I don't use a glitch or anything that gives you unlimited amount of building or people or anything. I play within the parameters of the game because that's the way I like to play. That's your game. You can play yours however you want. But in my case, I like to play within the parameters of the game until I've done everything there is to do. I've gone down every corner. I've done every inbound encounter. I've done everything there is to be done. And then, eat that, brothers. Suckers shoot at me, huh? Get some chain gun. Punks. Now, if I do see some evil cars, I will have to blow them up. Got it. Just make sure your provisioners aren't right next to it, by the way. I have actually killed my provisioners by blowing up cars as I was going by, and it killed my provisioner, and then I lost my trade route. I have done that before. There's Tapping in Boathouse down there, one of my main settlements, or my main settlement here in my playthrough in survival mode. And we're kind of chugging along here, going all the way out to the castle. Ooh, I wish I was on that side. I could blow up some more cars over there. Blow up some more cars. Currently, no cars to blow up. I think I blew up all these already. I've flown back and forth a bunch of times. And if I see any cars or any bad guys, I shoot them with a chain gun. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Rehab Apple Juice. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Kids, did you get the one I sent you? I did. I just saw it. I'll probably show it next time, Daniel, if that's okay. Kids, when you colonize, will you mark your factory with my name in red neon? Maybe. You never know. Hey, Peep, what's up? You never know there, MGG. Xanax Gaming, I know. They're like, facepalm. I missed my vertibird. But that's okay. I got plenty of little things to utilize. Plenty of little... at least I didn't waste my last one on it, right? Because that would be like, oh my god, now I got to walk all the way. Which I have done before. I have actually walked. It was incredibly scary. Oh, there's another vertibird. It was incredibly scary walking from Tapping in Boathouse all the way down the castle for the first time in the new survival mode. Because it is really, really dangerous. And you have to... Basically, survival mode is the search for beds. That's what you do most of the time. You look for where there's a bed and you can save along the way, right? And then you have to remember where those beds are so you can save on the way back. Otherwise, you're going to die and you're going to be doing like a half hour or an hour of stuff again, which is tough. And that's why I save as often as I can as I'm traveling around, because also Steam likes to kick me out of the game when it updates. So at any random time, like I could be on the vertibird right now, get kicked out of the game. So watch out for that. Watch out for it. And here we are coming into the castle. You can also see my castle build. Very basic. I just start with a basic build, and then I go to what I call a super build, which is how you make profit. Whoa, watch out for that flag, guy. Which is how you make profit through a super build. You're just trying to put
Setting
extra
her down
water,
at the target
extra
location.
food, all that stuff down to make that extra cash. And then when you build up enough cash, enough resources like me, and you're making 100,000 bottle caps every few days in game, totally legit, no cheating, no shortcutting, none of that. Then you can then build mega builds, which is one of my favorite things to do. Whoop, up and over. Look at me taking the shortcut. Look at me taking the shortcut. Woohoo, shortcut. So then you can do mega builds, which is what I do very late in the game. I build giant structures that are just for fun. You earned it. You should get in there and do some mega structures. Now, in here, you're going to see my robots that I sent over here. They're going to be wandering around. I can see a couple inside there. We've got Action 2 over there. Inside here, we've got a Meridave. Let's talk to him. Let's go ahead and trade.
I just want to trade a few things.
And I'm going to grab all the stuff out of there.
Find any spare parts.
And then right here, we've got Kidney Killer.
This unit is ready to serve.
I don't know why it minimized my robots like this.
I just
It
wanna
has a
trade
little
a
bit of a
few
glitch
things.
in it. It'll take a Sentry robot and turn him into one of these robots, which kind of sucks because
Pleasure to see
it
you
takes
again,
away
sir.
all your
Are you
resources.
ready to depart?
And here's Sister Wolf. Let's go
I
ahead and
just want to
Sister
trade a
Wolf.
few things.
Now, why do I have robots
Help
named
yourself,
after the
sir.
people who are on my stream, right? My followers on my stream? Well, some of them are legendary supporters. Legendary supporters get to be my delivery bots. Other people here on the stream, I do have what I call a bot list. That I had to stop the bot list because my people die, my robots die, and I just would not have enough resources to sustain it. So I stopped that for right now, but eventually I will get back to that and build robots for people who hang out, just random people who hang out in the stream once you get on the bot list. But I'm not adding anybody to the bot list right now until I help everybody else, until I put everybody else's bot in. All right, I think that is pretty good. Where's our other peeps? Oh, that's the front door. Oh, I feel the dragon hammer coming on. Who's going to be that awesome person that hit the follow button? Who's it going to be? The anticipation. There it is, Captain TNT. Thanks so much for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. We have an awesome time in here. There's a lot of really fantastic people that hang out in my stream, by the way, that chill out in the chat. Feel free to say hello. Feel free to just hang out, or feel free to just to lurk all you want. I'm a very lurker-friendly stream. You can come in, watch me get into all sorts of mischief, and we have a good time. We have a good time. And I'll show you all my best tricks as well. I don't keep them for me. I don't say, oh, I'm going to keep all my best tricks for myself. I don't mind just sharing them with everybody. And I make guides and all that kind of stuff on YouTube if you want to check those out as well. If you want to learn all my awesome secrets to making 100,000 bottle caps every few days in-game. Totally legit. No cheating, no shortcutting, no glitching, no third-party mods. You don't need that. And you can play totally legit all the way through the game. And that's the way I like to play. I like to play in that way. There we go. There we go. Now, if you do have a question for me, my name is Kismet. Just go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet in there. Hey, G-Dub, what's up? You can go ahead and just put mine in there, Kiz or Kismet. It'll highlight in red. I'll know that you're asking me a question. If I do miss your question, feel free to just throw it in there again. Just add Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. Again, I'll be able to see your question. And hi there, Captain TNT. Thanks for hanging out, man. And we got Nicholas hanging out. What's up, Nicholas? We got Fredens. What's up, Fredens? Thanks for hanging out. And there he dropped the Dragon Hammer as well. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. How you guys doing? I am doing awesome, G-Dub. I had an amazing night tonight. I spent about 3 or 4 hours with my team. I gave out our guild's highest award, the Kismet Star, to some really, truly exceptional members that have been helping members between 5 and 10 years. They have been in the guild, and they just consistently, day after day after day, help members. They are very awesome, respectful. They're extremely loyal to the guild. This is kind of exemplary members that everybody strive to be on our team. And that's what makes a great team, by the way. It's everyday actions by great people in the team. It's those actions of someone says, hey, I need some help learning how to get armor or how to get cash in the game. And we're like, sure, I'll go show you. Come on, let's run some heroics, right? In Star Wars, anyway. So that's what really makes my members only. So I've been having a great day. Digipun, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being awesome and dropping the Dragon Hammer. All right, so we got plenty to do. We're now here at the castle. Now, I've just picked everything up. And obviously, I don't want to walk around with all of that stuff when I'm trying to destroy it. By the way, look, I got another set of T-45 just lazing around there. So I'm going to go ahead and take all that stuff, and I'm actually going to put it in the workbench. Right? And look at all that 308 round I had sent down here. Ooh, look at that. And we're going to put all this stuff away. So So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to clear Spectacle Island. Now, I have not tried Spectacle Island in the new survival mode. I've tried it in the old survival mode, but I've not tried it in the new survival mode. It is going to be quite interesting to see what happens. Look at all that purified water, 324. Robot repair kit. Let's go ahead and put all this miscellaneous stuff in here. Now I'm going to come back and get all this stuff after we clear Spectacle Island, and we're going to take it all to Spectacle Island. We're also going to go to Far Harbor and grab some stuff out of there, probably next time, and just keep bringing all of our loot this way up over to Spectacle Island, and eventually I'm going to consolidate all my stuff in one place at Spectacle Island, and Spectacle Island will be my mega build where I'm going to have my mega sorter. So it sorts all my stuff. So what I'll do is I'll let all my places collect and kind of auto-sort themselves in a small way, and then I will come through, collect all the stuff, we'll fly back to Spectacle Island, drop it in there, and let it sort all the rest, which is so awesome. So awesome. Okay. And hey, don't worry, we still got plenty of time tonight. We've still got another 2 hours and 15 minutes, so plenty of time to get that mega sorter going, depending on how many times I die. Or if I die at all. I've got 490 308 ammo. I'm pretty deadly with that much ammo. Pretty deadly. Killer USB! Keeping the follow train going. Let's get that follow train going in here. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome. I hope you're having an awesome night tonight. Again, you're hanging out with a lot of really fantastic people hanging out in the stream. I'm lucky enough to have some great people that hang out in the stream all the time. They are awesome. Awesome. I can't say enough nice things about them. All right. Get in our power armor. We've already saved. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now, I have somebody with me who I've forgotten who I have with me now. Who do I have with me? Let's see who comes out here. Let's walk out the door and see who follows us. That's how you can tell who your companion is. I think it's Aang. Yes, it's Aang. All right.
Look alive.
While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and trade with Aang. I almost forgot to take all of his stuff out of there. Glad I thought of it. I'm going to go ahead and take Aang with me. He's going to go over here, and he's going to fight the good fight. Now, if he dies, I'll probably restore my game because I don't really want to rebuild my robots. Because in this, in the new survival mode, each of the places don't respawn as fast. So your resources are much lower in what you can build and so on. So you definitely want to... Wow, even more purified water. Wow, how much purified water do I have now? 763. That's a whole lot of cash right there, by the way. Purified water is an amazing way to make lots of money. That's typically how I make most of my money, is through purified water. I'll get up to the point where I have 8,000 purified water, which is basically 100,000 bottle caps worth of purified water. Now, it takes a while to sell that, by the way. It takes quite a while to sell, especially in the new survival mode where you got to go vendor to vendor to vendor. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. Just sell a little bit at a time. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and just sleep for 8 hours so that I can get well rested. I'll get well rested. I'll get XP when I'm over here as well. There we go. Kiz, are Sith accepted in your guild? Yes, I do have both the Empire and the Republic guilds. We also have both of those have guild ships, by the way, which is no small feat. That's 100 million credits combined that all my members work together to get, which is just totally awesome. Totally awesome. If you want to be on the Sith side, I'm actually playing the Sith side more often right now because I've already got my Republic characters already up. I've got their storylines done, so I'm working on my Empire characters so I can get that legendary title. And there's so much to do in Star Wars The Old Republic, which is the game we're talking about, by the way. So much still to do in there. I haven't done a lot of the flashpoints. I haven't done a lot of the raids. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. Later, guys. Good stream, Kiz. Thanks, Pip. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Speedball, what's up? And we got Don Bev hanging out. What's up, what's up? Kismet, how many robots do you have anyway? In this playthrough, I think I have about 50. And in my last playthrough, I think I built probably about 200. So you can build a lot of robots. A lot of robots. You got to have a lot of materials, though. Got to have a lot of materials. Hey, Resin One, thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Can I see your skill tree? You absolutely can. I'm one of those streamers that actually watches the chat and interacts with the stream. I think that's the funnest part. I don't know why people just sit here and go the whole time. That I don't know. They got to do some really exciting stuff for me to continue to watch them. There's two things that make me turn off a channel. One, when people are sitting there not interacting with people in the chat and not talking to people in the chat. Or two, when people cuss every other word. Now, I'm not any saint when it comes to cussing, believe me. I cussed with the best of them back in the day. But there's a point in my life I got over it, and then there's a point in my life I realized it makes everybody uncomfortable when you do that. Of course, it's your life. You can do whatever you want. My stream. I'm going to do whatever I want, right? That's the way I roll. So here's my skill tree. Now, if you'd like to know my perks, wouldn't it be awesome if someone, instead of you having to look at their perk tree, told you the exact order in which they assign their perks and why they assign them that way? How about if I put them in the chat for you right now? How about that for awesome? I'm very organized, as you can tell. Now, those are my starting perks, right? Strength, number 1, Perception 4, Endurance 1, Charisma 10, Intelligence 9, Agility 1, and Luck 2. And you're like, wow, that sucks. Why did you start with those? Those are like the suckiest stats ever. Well, they're not. Because first thing it does, it gives me a discount on buying things. I always start with settlements. So that means I start with Sanctuary and Abernathy Farm as my two primary settlements, especially in the new survival mode where you got to have purified water and food very early on or you're going to die. You got to have a place to cure your conditions like infections, which you run up to Covenant to do that because there's a doctor there until you build up 600 caps. Then, and also get to the ability to put down your actual trade centers. When you put down a trade center, the first one you put down the medical one so that you can cure your own conditions back at your main settlements. Then, what I do from there, and the reason why I have such high charisma, is that I do a lot of settlement building early on. I build up a lot of cash from those settlements. I then go buy the Overseer's Guardian, and I start to pour all of those points into the next part, which is basically building up my DPS and my ability to loot. Right? So wouldn't it be cool if I had also my whole next row of perks right there? And what exactly would I put all my points in along the way? So there they are in the chat for you. At level 2, I put it in Scrounger. Level 3 at Fortune Finder. Because I'm all about making money. Making that money early on so I can get that Overseer's Guardian. Once I have that Overseer's Guardian, it's on. It's on. That's it. Everyone's going to die. I'm going to kill everybody. I don't care who they are. They get in my way, I'm going to steamroller those babies. And usually in the very beginning of the game, I do not use my power armor to make it a bit harder. That's why I have 81 deaths as well. But every single one of those deaths was fun. I enjoyed every single one. So there you go. And of course, Paul is helping me out. Little foreshadowing there with perks number 3. If you ever want to know what my perks are in the exact order that I added them here to the perks chart, you can go ahead and check them out in the chat. Now, there's one that we also did do that is not in there yet. From 52 to 70, which I haven't added that one. That'll be perks 4 eventually, which is here in strength. I just poured it all into strength. I got strong back all the way up, and then I also poured all the rest of them in heavy gunner. That's because I wanted to make sure I have enough strength to carry stuff around and that my Gatling laser is doing extra damage on top of its normal base damage. And you can see we got almost there. We got one more to put in strength here, and then we'll have Pain Train. And I think there was another one we wanted to get. I think we wanted to get Aqua Boy at some point. So we really need to start working on that endurance at some point. And eventually I'd like to have all of them. So I usually start my whole game over before I get to all of them. Usually I get to about level 100 and the game gets too easy. And then I'm like, it gets too easy. Start over, right? I don't like it when it gets too easy. I like it to be a challenge each time. Okay, speaking of getting a condition, I now have a condition. And what is it I have? I now have that right there. That is not good. That is a whole lot of not good. Now, speaking of that, right now, I don't think I have it. Let's look around here. Oh, actually, I think it's inside here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so we've got an actual chem station. G-Dub, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out in the stream, man. I have lots of places too, says New Killer. I can't. I just get started and get attacked. See what we're talking about in here. So there you go, Raise One. You can see my skill tree. Those are all the skills that I'm currently using, and those are the reasons why. Raise one! Thank you so much also for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Let's show Raise one lots of love, and G-Dub, of course, lots of love in the chat. Who here got the season pass for 30 bucks? I did. I knew once I played this game, and I was about 20, 30 hours in, it was a no-brainer. No-brainer. And I can tell you, Fallout 4, home run. Incredibly great game. One of my favorite games of all time now. The first DLC, Automatron, home run. Awesome. Who doesn't love building robots? Right, I do. I love building robots. I've built hundreds of robots now. Now, the next DLC that came out was, of course, the Wasteland Workshop, which is incredibly good. It's actually better than the original Workshop, I think, when it comes to building, because the cement building is incredible. The cement kit is so good and so fun to use. Now, of course, then the next one that came out is Far Harbor. Hands down, so good. So good for what you pay for. Especially if you paid 30 bucks, good. Still good if you paid $50 for the season pass and you got all three of those. It's definitely worth the 50 bucks. Hands down, easy. Hands down, easy. All three of them home runs, including the base game, home run game. Now, of course, they also are coming out with other stuff on top of that. So you get even more for your stuff. You get, of course, the Nuka-Cola, the Nuke-Land, or whatever it is. I forgot it. Whoa, right out of my brain. The new amusement park, Nuka-Cola new amusement park that's coming, as well as some other neat stuff coming down the road, including my favorite thing, building vaults. Building vaults, man. When that drops, that is all I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be building vaults like nobody's business. I want to see how you can make them. Can you make them underground? Can you make them at any place? Do you have to go to a certain place to build them? What is the whole deal with it? That's what I want to know. Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, let's get cured.
Now go over your symptoms for me, one at a time.
How many power armors do you have? Great question, Nicholas. I think I've only got about 5 of them that I've bothered to get this time. I have a whole bunch of it in the thing. Now, last time in my last playthrough in survival mode, what I did is I got about 16 pairs of power armor, or 16 sets of power armor, and I made this whole museum for them, which you can see on my YouTube channel, as well as I made, once the concrete kit or the Wasteland Workshop came out, I made like a whole concrete stand to put all my power armors in. Now they added even more stands to put your power armor in, so of course I'm going to have to do that. And I'm going to do all that at Spectacle Island once we're done doing this. All right.
Well, off you go then.
We're just going to be totally building out Spectacle Island like nobody's business.
This unit is ready to
Kidney
serve.
Killer 71. Look at you.
I just want to trade a few things.
Acknowledged.
On yet? Nope. I gotta totally fix your guys' robots. That's totally bogus that he shrunk your robots down.
Even another water pump.
Needs more water. Need some water. Water. Guys always want stuff. Here's an idea. Go out there in the wasteland and get your own. How about that? Why do I gotta pay for it all? You shouldn't have to pay for it all, by the way. You're playing this game and you're doing all the work and these guys are sitting around on their couch. That's not the way it should be. Every single person in your settlement should be doing something. They should be very, very busy doing something for you. Now, for some reason, I have no water, and that's probably because my power got messed up. Why is my power not doing that pump in the back? Something went horribly wrong. It should go out here, and then this way. Still does go that way, okay, and then it should chain its way down this way. It still does. It should chain its way to here. That says it's getting power. When I roll over it, notice the lightning bolt right here? If it wasn't getting power, it would be red. Something horribly funky about what's going on there. Actually, that's kind of a bad way to run power. Running it way over there. I don't want it to run over there. I'm going to run it this way. That's a much better way to run it. Let's go ahead and fix that power real quick while we're at it, looking at it. We're going to go ahead and put a cutoff switch here. And we're going to have to fix our supply routes eventually. Going to go ahead and run from here over to this. Now I'm just throwing it there randomly, and then I'm going to move it so that I can better kind of try to line it up there like that. And then now, got that going out there. Maybe we don't have enough power. That's got power. Going up into there. That should then chain down into there. Huh. Let's go figure out why it's got no power. Oh, sorry you died, lady. Sorry you died. Sorry you got hosed. What's up, Bang? What's up? Let's go up here. That's what I was trying to find. Okay, so we're chaining this out here. For some reason, not getting enough power. It says 5 power. Okay, so if you need 5 power, I can go through here and I can fuddle with all this power and figure out why it's not working, and we can spend 5-10 minutes doing that. Or you know what else we could do? We could just say screw it and just take a little generator that's worth 5 power. Of course, I don't like putting them on the ground, but whatever. And then I'm going to chain it up in here and boom. Now it's back to working again. Just as easy as that. Easy, easy. Baby Bananas has 1,540 caps already. Look at you go. You guys are getting them caps. Paul rocking the 2,000 caps right now. Because I'm just enjoying some pancakes with strawberry jam with maple syrup. Oh, that sounds good. I have not had pancakes in quite a while now. I've been very good on my health. By the way, everybody, down even further. I think 35 pounds now. I was at 170. Pretty awesome. For 20 bucks. Wow, what a deal, Keyblade Knight. Pretty awesome. Check your caps. You can make experiments in vaults, underground, Nuka World, and Raider Gang to replace Miniman. Ah, cool, MGG. Kids in Nuka World, you make Raider Gangs and stuff. Yep. Not quite enough. Sorry about that. All right, now, see, notice my door is closed. I'm like, oh, how am I going to get back in my settlement, right? Easy. Easy. Just go into the workbench. You grab the door. You walk past the door and you hit tab and right back it goes. Now, of course, my robot is now stuck outside, so we'll go ahead and just open up that door. Come on, buddy. Where'd you go? I hear you, Aang. There you are. Come on, Aang. Let's go. They'll follow me at some point. Okay. We're gonna have a whole bunch of robots. Take a whole robot army with you. That would be cool.
You should go. Whole place is run.
All right. Now I don't remember if I saved or not, so let's just save again just to make sure. And now we're gonna go clear Spectacle Island. We're gonna get to town here. Get busy. What is the cheapest good weapon? The 10mm weapon. Just mod it out. It's very good early on. Use your companions as kind of like a meat shield. Send your companions out there first to grab all the aggro. And then while they're grabbing the aggro and getting wailed on, then you snipe them with that 10mm gun very early on. And then work your way to this baby, the Overseer's Guardian. Mod it out and you are styling. Okay, off to Spectacle Island we go. We're going to go for a little walk. Little walk in the wild. How do I want to do it this time? Do I want to kill everybody like I've done every single time? Or do I want to try to use the power? And run the power. I like killing everything. Let's go see if we can kill everything. Now, in the new survival mode, notice that I do not have quick save or save. So if I die, I have to come right back here and do this again. Now, here's a little trick, by the way. If you want to cross here a little bit easier, you just jump and then just tap your space bar. And notice how I can just kind of float until I run out of action points. And at least it saves me from walking slow in that particular area. And then I'll go ahead and just go for a little underground walk here. A little underground walk. Now, why did my nightbot go off here? Why did my songs go off? Let's get some songs on. Bump, 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 bump. Let's do it. Make sure I'm still walking toward it. Yep. Now, you might have the question of, can you suffocate underwater in your power armor? You absolutely can. You absolutely can die in your power armor. Uh-oh. Too steep. Let's do some jumping. We can get up this steep area. Doesn't look like it. Let's go this way. Now, if you feel like you're going to die, which you are eventually, you can simply just get out of your power armor and swim up to the surface. But I'm just going to see if I can walk all the way over here without drowning. Now, by the way, if you do get on a high area, even if you're in the middle of the ocean and you're able to jump to where the water is, you can get up out of the water and just take a breath, which is what I'm hoping to do here. I'm still going toward the island. Yep. Now, I'm probably not going to make it, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and get out of my power armor for a second. I'm going to swim up to the surface. Take a little breathe. Now, hopefully I can find my power armor again. And back down I go. No, I don't want to drink the water. Don't want to drink the water. Though it doesn't really hurt me because I do have the thing. Now, of course, finding your power armor is the scariest part, right? Because you may walk too far away from your power armor and then not be able to find it again, which would be very bad. So I try not to go too far. All right. Make sure we're pointing in the right direction. Yes, we are. Let's keep going. Let's keep a-going. Now, if you are on normal mode, on a lower end mode, you can go ahead and try to use your stem packs to counter that drowning. But because I'm in the new survival mode, I don't have that ability. Even if I ate like 15 stem packs, it doesn't matter. I will eventually drown because I take so much damage so quickly. Nope. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nope. Oh, I made it. Ooh, lucky, lucky. Look how close we are, too. That was quite lucky. All right. Get some rat away. Oh, we didn't bring any rat away, just stim packs. Just keep on going. That was lucky. I hit a stim pack, and I just happened to get out of my power armor and get to the surface in enough time. Should have had a lot of Rad-X. I know I should have brought some Rad-X. I should have brought some Rad-Away. Normally I do. Normally I keep at least a couple Rad-Aways and a couple Rad-X's. But I was just trying to get... Oh, this is a good song. Perfect song for this. End of the world, my friend. Try it again. Come on, baby. Oh, that works. Ooh, that's close. So you use a stem pack right when you start to drown, and you get out as fast as possible, and you go to the surface. Learned something new today. I like learning new stuff. You got to be fast, though. Got to be super fast, especially in survival mode. You saw how fast my health was going down. I got to get out of here quick. I'm going to die. Let's go, buddy. World, my friend. We're so close. All I have to do is get to a point where I can jump out of the water. And I'm styling. This is going to be fun with reduced health, too. Behold, Spectacle Island. All right. What else we got? See if we can find some. Wouldn't that be awesome? We found some Radaway. That would be awesome. All right, and we're super thirsty too. Now here's a cool thing. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a risk right here and get out of my power. Now I haven't saved, by the way. We'd have to do that all again. But I've got the strong belly perk, or the lead belly perk, so I can literally just drink the water right out of the ocean. My friend. Kids, you know the Contraptions DLC added 2 new paint jobs for power armor. I did not know that. I'll have to check it out. The irony of being dehydrated underwater, I know. The machine, what's up? I've only ever done it once. It was in hard mode. Think about it. PC can do it unless you're in Pip-Boy consoles such as Playtype. What have you done? Or you can eat and drink and use stim packs to keep your health up until you're out. That's true. You can totally do that as well. You lost your power armor doing this, Kingoff? Yep. I would think that would be incredibly scary. Okay, there, I got my action points back in case I need those. Now I'm going to try to find a bed. Let's see if we can find a bed. That is the great search that you do in the new survival mode. Now I've got my Overseer's Guardian. I've got my Gatling laser. I've got plenty of fusion cores. I think we're good. Let's sneak up here. And look for a bed. Turn the sound up here. Go ahead and turn the music off for a second. Mini-Nuke. That'd be useful if I actually had a rocket launcher. Batman. No beds. No beds and no bad guys right now. Dead guy. Back to you later, bro. Beds? Nope. Power armor repair. Beds? Nope. No moss beds. Here we go. So we can't save. So we're just going to have to do this highly radiated. Oh wait, let's look for some Rad-X. Going to have to do this highly radiated unless we find some Rad-X. There's a nice rifle. 308, we'll take that. Let's go ahead and try in the toolbox. If I brought some of the materials, I could actually have made some.
Nice.
Nothing goes in there. No bottle caps. Anything in the workbench? Nope. Got a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Kind of a cool hired sniper rifle if you want to use the sniper rifle. Dang. Alright, now I hope I don't lose Aang in the doing this. Well, let's check the boat. Let's go check the boats. Keep a sharp eye though, everybody. Keep a sharp eye. Oh, here he comes. Eat Overseer's Guardian! Post! I hear you, but I'm up on an embankment. Death from above! That's why you bring a whole lot of ammo. Oh, jumping in front of me. Reload. Keep an eye out. Oh, I didn't bring any robot compare kits either. Haha, this is going to be fun now. No, I didn't bring any robot repair kits. Well, such is life. Fail. Well, man, chill out there for a while I go look for some. I guess this is going to be mano a mano. Let's make it even tougher. Mano a mano. I can't believe I forgot my repair kits and forgot my stem packs and rataways. Oh, there's a rataway. And a Rad-X. Cool. And we're just making it a little bit harder. That's fun. Okay, let's use a Rataway and Rad-X. See a little Murloc meat. Need a whole bunch of Murloc meat. There we go. Notice our health. My health is going up over there. On that side, my health is going up as well as the radiation is going down at the same time. Still no place to save. We owned some mobs and our robot got owned as well. Now, if I leave him too long without having a robot repair kit, what will happen is he'll jump back to wherever I most recently had him, which in this case would be the castle. But normally I'm carrying about 20 robot kits around with me. It's so hilarious that I don't have any. So hilarious! Compton, 75, thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Hey, Brad Rosal, thanks for hanging out. Proud of you because you got 3,000 followers. Thank you, Brad Rosal. Yes, thanks to everybody hanging out in the stream. We got 3,000 tonight. Pretty awesome. 2 new paint jobs. Because how many settlements? Because now my settlement has 2 people. Woohoo, noob killer. Go. Go. Get those 2 people going. Proxy, Zuzmag, drop the Dragon Hammer as well. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button. Becoming part of the Kismet team. Thought I heard something coming after me. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream. Let's show them some love in the chat, everybody. Yes, Kiz, you can make rataways and robot repair kits at the chemistry station. Yes, I can if I had the materials. But I'm not sure I have the materials. And plus, hey, but it'll just add to the fun. Let's just add to the fun. Let's see if I can do it mano a mano. Which is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Now, I could, you know what I could do, and that'd be the easy thing to do, is just leave my power armor here, get the fusion core out, run back over there, get all that stuff, and come back. But that's too easy. Let's go ahead and see if we can press our luck today. Let's press our luck. I've got plenty of ammo. Hopefully. I think this is plenty of ammo. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. We'll go snipe some bad guys. Brian Pose, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome, Brian. Thanks for hanging out. Again, if you do have a question for me, my name is Kismet. You can put Kiz, K-I-S, or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. I know that you're talking to me. If I did miss it, just go ahead and throw it in there again. That's okay. Sometimes I'm very busy trying not to die, as you can see. Oh, that scared me. I heard something coming out of the water. The thing coming out of the water, it was me. All right, now we need to make sure we have some line of sight action going on here. Over this hill. Something scary. Well, apparently not yet. And as I'm running around, I'm hitting the Q key so I don't run into something really bad. It's going to try to kill me. I guess it's walking around on that side of the island this time. And not use the workshop yet. Okay. Thought I'd give it a try. Alright, let's hoof our way. Whoa! Oh my gosh, jump scare! Oh my god, that scared me. Die, you sucker! Eat Overseer's Guardian! Holy mackerel, that made me jump. You guys like that? It so made me jump. I thought it was the big boss. The big boss was like, no, I don't want to die. Alright, let's check over here for some beds. Maybe we can find a bed over here. That will make it so we don't have to do this 5,000 times. Hopefully. Nope, no bed. Oh, Bethesda. You had this all planned out, didn't you? And put no beds over here, so I can't save. So I've got to have that risky sinking feeling in my stomach that I could die at any moment, which is how you play the new survival mode. Now I'm going to go in here and hide like a little girl and look for any more Radaway or Radex. Oh, there that is. There's the Fat Man. I could have brought that Fat Man and used it. A couple stem packs. Alright, let's give her a go. Activate. Also gonna hide here around the corner. Oh, fragment grenade. Oh, look what I just saw. I don't know. I don't use grenades very much. I'm going to try them out. Luck bobblehead. Give it a shot. Alright, big ugly. Time to get shot. See you. Where are you at? Oh my gosh, I actually did that. I can't believe it. Battle tactics, baby. Battle tactics. I killed the Murloc Queen. I can't believe it. Solo. Awesome. Here you guys. Oh. Aha, sucker. Level up. All right, we're going to go ahead and use that level up. We're going to put our last one into strength. Good. Okay, yes, hidden. That's it. It's working. I think we did it. Go ahead and get our loots. Another Mire lurk around here somewhere. I got them Murlocs, by the way. That's from WoW. Sometimes I troll you guys. But yes, they're Mire lurks. For those who really want to do it. That was if that was it, I think that's probably the best playthrough I've ever done in this Spectral Island. Let's try it. Nope, not yet. This switch. I should have flipped that switch first. Suckers. Well, I'm glad I didn't flip that switch first, or those guys would attack me. They ran off. Ooh, actually, if I'd flipped that switch first, they would have all attacked me. But since I went and did that first and then came back, I didn't have to worry about it. Still out there. Danger. So now what I did is I used my jetpack to get up here, so they couldn't just run and melee me the whole time. There's another battle tactic of mine. I see you out there. Barely. Barely, but I can't quite get you. Hear it running around down there. Get it! Charge! Oh, where'd it go? Got the legendary. Yeah, not bad. Still caution. Around somewhere. Boom! One shot at him. So now what really adds to this is I just did all this stuff, and if I die, I'm going to be doing it all again. Going to be doing it all again. Get the workbench yet? Oh, I can! Woohoo! Now, we go ahead and make ourselves a quick bed. But I don't have enough cloth. What a bummer. Signal checklist. Sure, connection generator must be turned on before the signal tower. The signal is playing when you, well, you just know. As feedback goes away, it sounds like there's nothing coming out of the speakers. There is, but only the Murlocs can hear it. Alright, so I need some more cloth. Don't have enough cloth to make a bed. We've got to spread out. Try to find some cloth. Ah, I got that one. Little Murloc hunter up there. Gotcha. I got him. I think I got him. Alright, now we're on the search for cloth. Give me all that stuff. Oh, look! The bed. Too bad we can't use it. Let's see if we can. Nothing in there. Scrap that. Nope, we can only scrap it. Well, we'll scrap it then. Scrap these trees, scrap that, scrap it all. Scrap that, put it in the workbench, whatever's in there. Let's go ahead and see if we make a bed now. Oh yeah! Make a bed. You know the best place for a bed? Anywhere that you are is the best place for a bed. Right? Still hidden. And we did it! Ha ha ha! Yes! Totally solo. Didn't even need a companion in the new survival mode as opposed to the old survival mode. And just rocked it. We rocked that. Awesome. Casey Kismet, your robot companion just went back to Ten Pines Buff, not the castle. Oops. What a bummer. Kismet, I need to ask this where the closest, most easy place to get power armor. Actually, in the very beginning of the game, you get power armor. I'm not going to tell you where, but you might just want to wander down the road. See if you run into it. Baby Bananas, Kismet, have you played Don't Starve? Very good survival game. Worth to play through at least once you haven't already. Oh, I haven't played it. Nope, Don't Starve. Let me add it to my list of suggestions. I have quite the list now of suggestions for playthroughs and plays. Well, I got Doom, so definitely going to be playing that now at some point. A little bonus stream. Let's see. I moved that list somewhere. Oh, in my notes. Into my notes. Games to try out. There they are. Alright, name of that game was... Just check the top of the boat. Right it. Kids, you can use your jetpack. Can you use a jetpack underwater? No, you can't. Boss time, Kismet. Exactly, we just owned it. What weapon are you using? Overseer's Guardian, Quake. That is my favorite weapon. It is the bomb, as you can see. Because everything on the freight ship, even safes and metal boxes, are scrappable. Yes, MGG, I know that. I've already played through in Spectacle Island. Spectacle Island is one of my favorite places. Also, by the way, no spoilers. No spoilers. I consider even that kind of stuff spoilers as well. See you, G-Dub. Thanks for hanging out. Kids play Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I have it around somewhere. What's your favorite item in the Contraption DLC? It is the sorting. The conveyors. The conveyors are the best. They are incredible. I'm going to build a mega sorter here in a second. A mega sorter. 1-8 him. I got D&D game to play in 9 hours. I'm going to watch you play till I sleep. There you go, Junto. Feel free to hang out in the stream. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out in the stream. I didn't even look and see if I was #1 again today on Twitch. I'll just take a quick little peek. Just a little peek like this. A little peek. Take a little peek. Boom. Oh. Now we're close. We're in the top 3. Not bad, not bad. Thanks to everybody hanging out in the stream. I appreciate everybody chilling out in the stream. I do appreciate it when you guys push me way high up. I have been #1 quite often in Fallout 4, #1 on Twitch. All thanks to you guys hanging out in the stream. We have a good time in here. As you can see, I just totally... What are you running away for? Honks! Come back here. Come back here. I've got to kill you so I can clear this island off of you bad guys. Tactical Nuke! Easy Breezy is hosting. Thank you so much for the host, Easy Breezy. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who does host my channel. Da sucker, I got plenty of bullets. Plenty of bullets with your name on it. Where you going? Where you going? That ain't gonna save you. Come back here. Sneaky little Mirelurk. I'm gonna come in there after you. Where you going? Probably a terrible idea. Probably a terrible idea. I'm not going in there after him. It's a terrible idea. I have no weapons. Under there. Also, thank you so much to Crowd Control for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. He's still down in there somewhere. Still down in there somewhere. Now, once we've cleared the area, once we know we are secure, there he is. Come here, you sneaky mirelurk. So you can actually fire down in the water and get him. Jump up here. Totally missed. Come back here. Red Rozo, also with the hose. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like my cool animation over there that I made. I hope you guys dig that. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Wasabi, brother. Already saved, so even if you do kill me, I'm still. You're not gonna make it. Not gonna make it, bro. Should have just gave it up. Should have just gave it up, but they didn't. Hunter's leather chest piece. How awesome am I going to sell that to the vendor? Alright, so we're going to come back and loot all this in just a bit. First, though, we want to secure the area. So the first thing I do is I go around and I make sure that I've cleared all the mobs before I get out of my power armor, and I just go straight into looting mode, which I'll do here in a second. So if I try to loot all the people, all the settlers laying around, I'll come back and loot all the individual stuff later. Just in case those people disappear. Now here's a cool thing. So you're walking around and you're overburdened. And you're like, man, I sure like to put this stuff in the workbench. Well, you can. Especially if you've unlocked the ability to build your crafting areas, right? Well, the cheapest crafting area is this one right here. So if I had some gears and screws, I could put it down right here and just throw all the stuff in it. I currently don't have those things. So I'm going to have to run around and loot a bunch of stuff first. Like so. Alright. And I loot everything. I scrap it all. I don't leave anything behind. It's all my stuff. I'm going to loot it and loot it some more. It might be best to loot it as you go through. Like so. Whatever I can. Now again, we need to clear the area. We're going to clear the entire area, get as much resources as we can from this area, which has probably the most wood in any area that you scrap, except for maybe some of the new ones in Far Harbor. But pretty much this has so much massive resources here at Spectacle Island, and it's one of the largest places you can build stuff with. It is the best place to go through and just loot everything. Loot everything, scrap even doors and all of that stuff too. I would scrap everything that you can. In that case, I can't scrap the door, but I would scrap everything like so. Now, here's another thing you can do. Here's another little trick here at Spectacle Island. Did you notice that I didn't do anything with these things over here? Your actual workbenches, these right here and this over here, are of course tied to the regular workbench, so you can go in here and use hit T and drop all this heavy stuff that you're carrying around now into there. Get rid of that fragment grenade. And where's my signal grenade? Let's get those back out and drop all this other stuff in there. And that's just going to be in your workbench now. So you can walk around in the entire area, walk around your workbench, and drop all... Oh, we got some antibiotics. Yeah. Yeah. I like antibiotics. Wow, look at that. I burned all my stem packs. I had like 20 stem packs. Burned them all. Burned them, burned them, burned them. Get rid of this extra ammo that I don't need. Now you're going to find in the new survival mode, you definitely need to keep clearing all your stuff. You need to clear all your stuff into the workbench as much as possible so that you don't get overburdened, which happens all the time. You're just constantly overburdened. Now, you might say, hey, why didn't you go and loot all of that? I'm not done securing the area yet. Gotta kind of walk around a little bit. Make sure nothing pops its head out and tries to get me, like what happened over here. So what I do is I kind of walk along the shore here, and since we have plenty of fusion cores, I'm probably going to do a little fast run, just to run the perimeter once again to see if there's anything else that's going to attack. And I see a bad guy way up there. See how he's red? Can you see him way up there on that hill? That's because I have my targeting HUD, and the targeting HUD shows me any enemies in red. So you can add that to your helmet as well. Kids, do you know how to open cage ES? Cages. Do I know how to open cages? Yes. Once you have something in it, you got to power them and then they open. On my survival gameplay, says Wolfenlagen. I picked up the Overseer's Guardian, but also was lucky to nab a lower lever rifle with the same perk for sniping. Yes, I have tried the lever action rifle, which is good. It has very high DPS on it, but the problem is it has very low ammo and it takes forever. It takes forever to shoot it and to reload it, though it is pretty awesome. I do have a lever rifle, a legendary one I found on some vendors in Far Harbor that does the extra shot, and I have it in my workbench somewhere. I think I have it at the Visitors Center. There we go. So I didn't like it, but that doesn't mean no, not yet, Jeffs. Jeff, I'm gonna do it here in a minute. How you doing? I'm doing good. By the way, Jeffers is talking about this thing right here. The loot crate. That's right. I've got the Fallout 4 loot crate that they announced. I'm hoping it has that in it, but we'll find out. Hopefully it's not just socks or something like that, which I'd be a little bummed if it was just socks. But my wife would probably snag them and use them anyway, so. There we go. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just walking around the perimeter. I'm making sure there's no mobs left. If you want to walk around and just hit Q, always a good idea to do, because all these mobs ran off, and I want to make sure that I kill them before I come back to loot. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to super loot everything. I'm going to loot all the trees. I'm going to take everything down. I'm going to make a nice flat surface, and then we are going to build the Mega Sorter. That's right, the giant Mega Sorter. We're definitely going to need the ability to send somebody over here, so we'll probably go to the castle, send a few people over here so they can begin. They can become my provisioners, and then it will basically allow me to use all my resources across all of my settlements. Now, right now, as you notice, look, my supply line is now fixed, just because we were fooling around there, and then it said, oh yeah, you're good, everything's fine. Because sometimes you'll lose your supply line and it stops working. Then if you go to that place, like if I went to Country Crossing and saw the provisioner, then magically my supply line is back again, right? So I don't know, it's a little funky how that works, and it's to be expected. It's going to be a little funky. But a game of this complexity, I give it lots of slack. I give it lots of slack because this game is awesome. Awesome sauce. Kismet, what are you talking? What are you talking? Or what am I taking? What am I taking or what am I talking? What am I talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Kismet? You crazy, man. You crazy. You so crazy. You're so crazy. You just shoot everything. You loot everything. You kill all the mobs. And then you just nap. Tattooed Zombie Girl. What a great name. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. I don't know. Can you live up to that name? Are you actually tattooed? And are you a zombie? Two very cool things, by the way. Or do you have a zombie as a tattoo? Also very cool. Let us know in the chat if you want to. Of course, you can just come in and lurk, too. We don't mind. We don't mind you come in and just chill out. But make sure to show Zombie Girl some love in the chat, everybody. Lots of love. We'll go ahead and just pass on some love to everybody hanging out in the stream tonight. Thank you so much for allowing me to pass 3,000 followers. Pretty amazing in about 1 year. I had 35 in June 23rd of last year. Which is my birthday, by the way, which I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to get serious about this streaming thing. And 1 year later, and a few days, 3,000 followers, which is just, I'm so grateful to everybody who comes in the stream, everybody who hits that follow button. I do appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and send out some love to you guys the second I find out where I put it. Where did my love go? Need some love up in here. Oh, it's hiding behind that window. No wonder I can't find it. There we go. Let me send out some love to everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. Feel the love in here. We spread around a Kismet love around from being part of the Kismet team. Too long. Feel the love. Like I feel, baby. Come on. Now, every time I play... Oh, we forgot the guy in the middle. See, again, he's still up there. I can see him because I got my red... I was about to take my power armor off, and I was thinking, oh, wait a minute. I think I forgot somebody. So that dude is hanging out right there in the middle. Now, you want to see why I love the Overseer's Guardian? No scope. I have no scope on here, right? I have just the reflex scope. Ready? Snucker. Snucker snuck behind there. I hit him from this far away with one shot. Did 2 times damage. Let's go over there. Let's get him. Let's go over there. Let's get him. Now, it's going to be all sneaky, so we got to watch out. So we got to be smarter than him. We don't just go running in there. We got the jetpack and we're on the new survival mode. We take the high ground. I see you down there being sneaky. I'm going to shoot you right in the face. Ooh! Overseer's Guardian, baby! Nobody touches my Overseer's Guardian. Now look at that! Took 3 shots and he was dead. Which is pretty good. So I don't need the sniper rifle. I don't need the sniper scope. I just use the Overseer's Guardian with that green dot. I put it right on their forehead, and then I go boom, and then they are dead. They are very dead. All right. Oh, I'm taking some damage from needing water here. So let me run down, get some water. Now, Spectacle Island is the single greatest place to farm purified water. You can literally farm 3,000 purified water from just this one location. For every 1,000 purified water that you farm, that is 15,000 bottle caps. So if you think about it, that is 15 plus 15, which is 30, and then another 15, which is 45,000 bottle caps you can get just from this one location. Now, I'm going to drink some water right out of the river, and you might be going, ugh, Kismet, that's disgusting. What are you doing? Well, that's because I have the lead belly perk where I can drink water and not take any radiation. Now, of course, I'm going to get parasites, which you saw. But at least I can drink water without having to carry purified water around with me. Though I'll be making a ton of purified water here eventually. And there I am, properly hydrated. And back in my power armor. Now, the next thing we need to establish is we need to establish a connection between here and the castle so that we can bring all of our materials over to here. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm not going to take my power armor because it'll just take longer to get back. I'm going to actually get out of my power armor, but before I do that, I'm going to decide where I'm going to build my settlement. Now, normally I build it right around the workbench, right? Which is, of course, what we're going to have to do this time if we want to drain everything out of the workbench. And we also discovered today that you can drain stuff out of the workbench through an object, through that actual wall. So we can send a thing right out the back of here and drain everything out of the workbench and build a mega sorter. And that's what we're going to do on tonight's stream. So we're going to go ahead and pull it right out of here and we're going to run it all the way across here. We got a bunch of trees in the way right now. So we're going to need to clear all this stuff really quickly. Now, before we get too knee deep in that, we're also going to need to save because I am on the new survival mode, the hardest mode you can play. And believe me, it is not just a little bit harder than the previous survival mode. It is about 10 to 100 times harder than the previous mode. But if you like challenge, which I do, you can definitely make it. You just keep at it. Keep at it and keep at it. Use your companions to get out in front of you, hide around things, line of sight things. And in the long run, you will definitely progress over time. By the way, if a tactic is not working, don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Try it from a different direction, from a different angle. Try it from way up above, way down below. Try it from around something where you can line of sight them. That is the way to go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my power armor. Why can I not? I'll put my power armor here. Now, I don't trust anybody with my power armor, so I take the fusion core out. Because I've actually had my settlers, my companions, and even vendors like Trash Can Carla jump in my power armor and take off with it. I was like, hey, that's my power armor. Give me that power armor back. So we're going to go ahead and go till morning time, which is going to be about 6 hours. And we're going to get that. Oh, boy, I didn't go long enough. Actually, I had to go 8 hours. In the new survival mode, you have to sleep for 8 hours to get that well rested. 6, 7, 8. Let's go 2 more hours. If you already did 6 hours and you do 2 more right away, you still get the benefit of that restedness. All right. Okay, so we cleared all of that. We put some stuff in the workbench. We're going to leave our power armor here, and that's it. We're going to hoof it. We're going to hoof it. Let's get our hoof on. So we're going to hoof it back to the castle. We're going to send a person over here, or maybe a couple people. We'll send a couple people over here. One person to become our provisioner. One person probably to start food. And then we'll set up a radio beacon to start pulling in people, and then we'll scrap all of this. This way we can get all of that stuff going simultaneously. So off we go. Ooh, it's a rainy night. Rainy. Now the reason why I'm going without my power armor, it's just faster. Now I could also have taken a vertibird back, by the way, or I could have took a vertibird out, I guess. But I could have took a vertibird back, but I've got plenty of action points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast swim. Use the X. Here we go. You can actually use your action points to fast swim on top of the water, like that. Now I'm going fast. Like Blinky Blinky, though. Blinky Blinky, there we go. I get back nice and fast. Now, I could have went to the island that way, too, but one wrong hit from that big boss. If that boss had hit me one time with not in my power armor, I would have been dead. That would have been it, because I'm not playing the easy mode. It's definitely not the easy mode. Alright, I got some more action points. I'm going to go ahead and use myself to run. Also, I'm not wasting my fusion core, by the way, by fast running in my power armor, which is super useful. Alright, so we need to find some peeps who are not doing a darn thing. Where is a person doing not a darn thing? All these people are doing something. I like that. I like it. I like it when I come up here and I see a whole bunch of peeps. For that guy. Go, bro. Oh, I can't move him. He's like a Minuteman. Okay. I can send action 2-point, but I don't actually... You can do it, by the way. You can use your robots as provisioners. I don't know. I don't think they work great as provisioners myself. Though it would be kind of cool to put a sentry bot from one place to another. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull some people off of here. I'm going to move this person and send them over to Spectacle Island. We have unlocked it finally in this playthrough. I've already unlocked all of them in previous playthrough. I've already done Spectacle Island before and looted it. I don't know how many times now, 3 or 4 times. But I've got to have at least one settler over there. This guy I'm also going to send over there. Move. And then I can use him for doing food. Like so. Now I've got 2 people, or maybe I'll make him the provisioner, or the other one not. Alright. Now I lost Aang. Aang went back to the other place, the place way up north. Oh well, no big deal. No big deal. By the way, one of your safest places for your robots is right here at the castle, because you can lock them in and they don't have a tendency to die, especially when you build one of these. A Kismet kill box up here, or if anything decides to poke its face down the road here, it's going to get smoked by all these heavy lasers right here. It's going to get totally smoked. Now, I could have used my artillery out there, by the way, but I find the artillery doesn't do that much to those mobs. Okay, so I got my people going over there. Got a Maradave bleeping down there. Bleepity bleep bleep. We're ready to swim back. That was it. That's all I had to do. Easy, easy. Fast. Try to go without causing look up. And then fast swim. Gotta zoom a little bit. There we go. And we're just going to go straight back again. See, now once you've cleared all the mobs, it's not so much so dangerous. And you can send somebody over. Now, again, let me back up a little bit. I moved someone from the castle. Instead of trying to set up a radio beacon and taking a whole bunch of materials over here to set up a radio beacon, which takes a lot longer and is a lot more involved, you just move a person. You just move a person from the castle over here and set them up as a provisioner, and then you have access to all of your resources throughout all of your connected settlements, including over there, all the stuff I have over there at the castle. Now, eventually, I'm going to grab all that stuff and bring it over here, and then we're going to mega sort it all. But for right now, I'm just going to get those provisioners going. Now, one of the things you need to wait for, also, let's keep going. Come on. There we go. One of the things you need to wait for while you're over here is for your provisioner to go from the castle and get over here, right? Well, what we're going to need to do is just speed that process along. And the way we speed along is we just sleep. We sleep, or we can sit in a chair for so many hours, and eventually they will show up over here. Now, here's a great little trick for you, by the way. Something I showed a little bit earlier as well. If you do have enough resources to just put down a chair or a bed or something, they're going to beeline right toward that chair, right? So say I put down like a sofa. Do I have enough for one of the black sofas? Probably not. Nope, not enough spot. All right, so we'll put down this couch. I'm going to put it down right here. Like it tracks them to the settlement. Now I'm also going to put down some food. I'm not going to put it in my way though because I want to run it that way. So I'm going to put down any food that I have, which I don't think I have any, but I'm going to give it a shot. All I have is 1 carrot. Well, good enough. Okay, so I'm going to put the carrot down too. Banana Cannons! Great name. Thank you so much for dropping the dragon. Ever question the follow button and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Let's show lots of love for Banana. 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 Do you recommend survival in melee? Oh, that's a good question. By the way, if I did miss your question, just throw it in the chat again. It scrolled off just when I was looking. Do you recommend a melee in survival? Got a level 30-ish. I hear that it is awesome. It is also incredibly hard. I have not done melee yet in any playthrough. I'm not much of a melee player. I like to play ranged. That is my favorite thing. I love sniping stuff with the Overseer's Guardian, but I think I will probably eventually do a playthrough. Maker Plains is under attack. Oh, I heard someone go shh. That means somebody is hanging out. So I put the carrot down. Now the reason why I put the carrot down is when people show up. Defend Finch Farm. I did it. I defended Finch Farm. Awesome. So when I put the carrot down, what happens is that when they show up, they're going to automatically go to cooking or to slacking, which is sitting in that chair, which means they're going to make their way all the way across there and end up right here where I'm at because they're going to beeline for the stuff, right? So that's another little trick there for you. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep for an hour, and let's see if it works. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody coming across? Not quite yet. Now, if you think they may be around, you can also use another trick that I use, and that is the, if you have enough wooden stuff for it, and that is the bell. Now, some people use the siren. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the siren. I think the siren, 1, is loud and annoying, and 2, it doesn't quite do as good as the bell. Because you can ring the bell, and again, I'm going to go for another hour, and we're going to see if they show up.
Farming's as honest as honest.
There he is. And then there's this guy too. All right, I'm thinking that guy over there should be the provisioner. He's already walking in the right direction. Let's go get him. I'm going to go ahead and say Q for supply line. And I'm going to go ahead and, if you look at the very bottom of the screen, there's Q for supply line on the PC. That's what I'm playing on. And then I'm going to go ahead and send him to the castle. So now he's going to create a supply line between here and the castle. Now, normally I usually do it to the other settlement down below there, but we haven't unlocked that one yet. So we're just going to send it directly to the castle. Go. Assign supply line in the castle. Yes. Now we've activated the supply line. We can see he's now a provisioner. And if we go to the map and we hit C, boom, we've now got that connection. All the resources over here are now available over here. How do I know for sure? Well, I go into the workbench and I try to make something. I'm going to go and try to make one of those beds again. Remember how we can only make one of those beds? Let's see how many beds we can make now. Oh, just 569 beds. That might just be enough. Just enough. So now we have access to all of those resources throughout all of our settlements. Even the ones in Far Harbor, by the way, because mine are actually tied to the ones in Far Harbor. All right, so we've got that going. A dude is unassigned. We're going to assign him to that carrot. Sure. And then we're going to set up some food. We're going to set up some basic stuff real quick here just to get the settlement underway. So we're going to put some food. We're going to put it on this side because we're not going to be using anything on this side. Notice that I'm going to do it in groups of 6. And I'm going to do 6 only to start. Now I'm going to take dude and say, you know what? Never mind on those carrots. So I'm going to store that in the workbench. And I'm going to tell him to do that mute fruit. And instead, 1 settler will do all 6 mute fruit. So that's enough food for 6 people. So 1 person makes enough for 6 people. Of course, he's counted in there. So himself and 5 other people. So that's all you need. That's all I need to get started. Now, I can also make a bed and do all of that stuff. But the next thing I'm going to need is, of course, the radio beacon. And now that I have access to all of my resources, I'm going to go ahead and put down the radio. Oh, the radio beacon's no longer in there. That is right. It is now over here. There it is. The radio beacon. And I'm going to, of course, put it up here at the top just to make it easy. And then run it from here. Or not, because it doesn't quite fit there. Let's move it over a little bit. And again, wow, really didn't want to go there. And we can also rotate it around until it does fit, but we'll just nudge a little bit closer. Tap that in. All right, so now we got a radio beacon. What usually happens when you do a radio beacon, a couple people are going to show up right away. I don't really need a ton of people here right at this second. So if I did, I could go back to Red Rocket, or I could go to another settlement and just send 20 people here if I wanted to. But they'll build up over time while we're busy doing something else. All right, so we got all that going. Let's go ahead and save. And now we're going to begin our massive looting of this area. Hi, Wolfenegen. Thanks for hanging out. Kismet, WoW is in your top 5 games. When did you play or still play? The reason why WoW is in my top 5 games of all time is because I only played in vanilla. I got out of there before it started to suck. My members, by the way, I've not forgotten the loot crate. You guys are being very patient. I'm going to open the loot crate next before we scrap all of this. You're being very patient. So I got out of there in vanilla because what I would do is I would run those raids, and I had a very large guild in WoW. I had over 200 members, I think it was about 250. And we would run these raids, these 40-man raids, and we'd do the 40-man PvP, and we did it. We had a great time. It was an amazingly fun game. I'm a big fan of Blizzard. I really like a lot of what they've done. I love Diablo, the original Diablo, by the way, when we used to have LAN parties back in those days. You would literally just you bring a network thing and you would plug it into the power and you would network. Everybody bring their PC, their tower, or whatever. They didn't have really great laptops in those days. So you'd have to bring your PC and your monitor and everything. We'd set them up. We'd have 200 players playing LAN games, including the original Diablo. But then it got too grindy. It was just nothing but a gear grind. And members, I'd run 25 times in a 40-man raid, and that would be 2 hours. That's 50 hours of time running, or maybe even longer, maybe 6 hours, depending on how good the group was, how good our team was doing that night. But you got to think that's hundreds of hours, and my member never got the drop. We specifically ran it again and again and again and again. He never got the drop. It was just nothing but a gear grind. And stuff to me, getting like gear and all that stuff is never the most highest priority to me. I always never put stuff above my members, above friendships, any of that stuff. It's just not worth it, both in game and in real life. You never want to put stuff above people, because it's just stuff. I've had fancy cars, and I've had really nice things, and big screen TVs and all that. And after a certain point in your life, you know what? It's just stuff. It's just stuff and things. It's just not that exciting anymore. When you've already had it, it's not that exciting. So I never put that stuff as high priority over people. Now, if all my people are cool, well then, mate, big screen TV is nice. If all the peeps are cool, then big screen TV. There we go. How many hours you up to now, Kismet? How many hours? Oh, I think we probably crossed pretty close to 1,200. That's right. It's 4 o'clock on the dot. It is. If we've crossed 1,200, for 1,200, I'm going to open the loot crate that I have. You guys are like, Kismet, he's not opening that loot crate. I want him to open that loot crate. I want him to open that loot crate right now. I want to know what he's got. I want to know what he got right now. So let's take a look. Let me load up Steam here. How many hours have I played Fallout? Oh my gosh, on the dot. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can I zoom in here? I wonder if I can zoom in. I don't think I've ever tried that. You zoom in. Can you go to something else? Nope. You can't see it, but if you could zoom in and go full screen, it says 1,200 hours on the dot. On the dot, 1,200 hours, so we hit that 1,200 hours in Fallout 4. I'll take a screenshot of that and put it up on the Twitter later on, by the way. So there we go. Getting a rare piece of power suit. There you go, noob. Go for it. You're Children of Adam, MGG. Yes, 1,200. Kiz, maybe you want to turn on the OBS record feature and upload Fallout Loot Crate to YouTube. Could be, and just so you know, I've recorded all night long. All night long, I've recorded. I have such a huge hard drive in my machine now, you don't even know. Now, the cool thing is I'm recording on my other machine, so it doesn't slow down the machine I'm playing. And that's why I set up my 2 PC setup, and if you want to see all of that, that is down below. Now, speaking of that, let's go into here and make sure, actually, I didn't fill up my whole hard drive. Yes, I did not. Okay. Now, before I go to the loot crate, actually, that's a good idea. I think I should stop the recording.